This dying world is doing all it can to bring the end. There's nothing left that even the most skilled of hands can mend. So it begins, a symphony of ruin and destruction echoes out. The fallen rain, like tears that ricochet upon the ground. Oh, so tell me now, do those who rise in power and those they crush underneath continue fighting, perpetuating the same dynasty? Have they forgotten how to love in the wake of the pain? Too blinded by hate. If you hear this song, then please sing along. It's dedicated to everyone in this world. In yourself there lies the truth you've been seeking in your heart all this time. Keep on paddling, sailing stormy seas. Through every hardship you'll find a way to break free. You gotta just believe. The further out we move ahead, the stronger the winds get. And where light is left gets dimmer with each passing second spent. The liar's mine, the people fight and scramble for whatever crumbs are left. Yeah. Much blood is spilt, and with it washed away the long dry tears. Ah, the truth is clear. Your eyes are meant for taking in the beauty of life. Your voice is meant for expressing all the feelings you hide. Your hands are meant to hold whoever's precious to you. It's simple but true. If you hear this song, then please sing along. If you don't have a place you belong to call home, in yourself there lies the hope you've been hiding in yourself all this time. Even in a place that burns all away, look in your heart and you'll find the strength to stop the pain. You don't have to be brave. You wanted to protect them out of nothing but pure love, but now your hands are covered in nothing but their blood. But everlasting red will stay to your days. It all crashes down upon you as you realize what you've done. How foolish you have been and the sins that you've spun. Now your tears they fall as endless as your mistakes. So please, if you hear this song, then please sing along. It's dedicated to everyone in this world. In yourself there lies the truth you've been seeking in your heart all this time. Even if the war ends quietly, you've lost too many to ever call it victory. If you hear this song, then please sing along. If you don't have a place you belong to call home, in yourself there lies the hope you've been hiding in yourself all this time. With that same resolve, you will find a way to right those endless nights that threaten you to break. Oh, I know you'll find the strength. Yeah.
Hello, what's up? Hey, Stacy, how you doing? Hi, Green, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Hi, hi, welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody? Hope y'all are well. What's going on? Hi, hi. I am just waiting on my podcast hosts to join me. But hi, hi, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Boo. We're here for our I would say weekly, but it's more like bi-weekly every now and like podcasts that we've been doing. If you haven't been following along, uh me, XP, and our friend Minty have a funny little podcast that we do. I have arrived. XP! Oh my god, Whimsy, you're gonna make me chug all my gamer subs already. Okay, hi XP, glad you can make it. I was originally planning on having this gamer subs to drink alongside. So why would you do that? Why would you do that? I originally had this so that way I could drink alongside. I'm gonna be telling you a lot. Gotta get. Oh, that's so good. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I had that. I had that so that way you can drink. Ah, XP. Let me pull you in. Slurped. Hi, XP. How are you? I. Yeah. Let me make sure that I want to make sure that it can pick you up because I don't know if it can. Hi, Johnny. Thank you. For which? That's crazy. I need to make sure that it's picking you up just because. Go ahead and say something, Rixby. Okay, it's not picking you up. Let me see if it's. Is it this one? Nah, it's crazy. He's talking about Minty. He's talking about Minty. Yeah. Um, no, actually, no. She did message me though. She said she's on her way.
Okay, okay.
She said she was getting something to drink and then she was gonna join us.
Hey, in her defense, she made it.
There we
Late, but
go.
made it.
Now it's picking you up. Now the only thing is the Fuji. Let me make sure. Let's see if it puts it. Ah! Oh, hey! I guess I didn't have to. I guess I don't have to worry about fixing it. Yeah. Yeah, Shiny. Don't you better watch out. She's gonna get you. But okay, cool. I'm glad now it's picking you up. Oh, there she is. There's Minty. Welcome in, Minty. Welcome in.
Buongiorno.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
hello, hello.
Minty.
Hi, hi.
Oh, hi, hi. Welcome
Hi.
in. A
How are we doing?
hundred
How
plus 100 shiny points. That's
are...
crazy.
Why would you say that, Green? Why would you say that? Imagine.
Especially after what he said. That's
I know,
crazy.
right?
Are you just showing off that you're mod and not shiny?
Yeah, I think that's what he is. The
I'm
anti-chair.
flexing.
I'm with the anti-chair alliance. No, Seiji. We are part of the. Well, Minty, are you part of the ACA or are you like part of like
I'm PCA.
PCA? Okay.
Oh,
Pro
Pro
Chair
chair.
Alliance.
Pro chair alliance. So there, what is it? And XP, are you pro chair or are you anti chair?
I've been saying this all this time. Everyone is pro Cher until they have their canon event with Cher.
That is factual. That is, and yeah, every time that's right. I still, Muffin had her canon share event. Uh,
Oh no.
when we were playing our D&D session.
Because you are the pro.
No.
He started looking for hot dogs, and it just became like a whole side
Oh.
quest to try and find the perfect hot dog.
Wait, in D&D?
Yeah, in New York, because it takes place where we're at right now is in New York. So he went off on a mission to try and find the perfect hot dog.
I mean, one in New York, that seems like
I
the thing
mean,
to do,
I
right?
agree, but apparently he has Rain and Muffin stopping at every single hot dog stand they can find.
So there's
I
not a good hot dog stand unless the Nat 20 happens.
Yeah, apparently so. And then he sent a picture, I think yesterday or on Monday, of him boiling some hot dogs and
Oh my
saying he's
goodness.
still on the hunt.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, if it helps, I threatened to put him back up for adoption daily. If
Do
daily,
you really? Is
yeah,
is it that bad? Has it gotten that bad?
just sometimes. He's a little guy, but sometimes.
You know,
Sometimes.
I was joking in your chat today when you were streaming, and I was like, "Oh, I want to be the next Gigi Murin."
Wait, no, I think I saw that.
Yeah,
Boko's vinted.
yeah,
Sorry, what
Boko's
is that?
Vinted. I was like, I want to be
Boko's
the next
vinted.
Gigi Murin, but I'm gonna be real. I don't think I could be, but I will say I think Chair is. I think Chair is the Gigi of our group.
He is the natural gremlin. You are not gremlin.
Yeah, I
You,
know. I'm
sorry,
like,
sorry,
I
guys, but you
want
are
to
not gremlin.
be. I wish I could be, but no.
Honest to gremlin.
Chair is just the natural GG of the group. Because I was scrolling through my YouTube and it recommended I watch Gigi as your neighbor in Minecraft.
Okay.
And as I was watching it, it was just incredible how she can just not shut up.
Uh, that's the secret of Chair. Chair, unironically, takes one hyperfixation per day or of
Mm.
the moment. And during, let's say, 3 hours, he will not stop with that one
Mhm.
thing.
Exactly.
In this case, imagine the hot dogs. That was his hyperfixation for that moment, and you cannot stop him about hot dogs
Mm.
I
until
think
maybe 3 hours pass.
yeah, no, yeah, and I was like, I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm so like, I'm too. As much as I wish I was a gremlin, I'm more not like that. Not as gremlin-y as Gigi. But
Mm.
I started thinking about it. I'm like, that's Chair. Chair just talks. I feel like if you put him in a room, he could talk to himself for hours, hours
I
on end.
constantly have, his name, Savkun. I constantly have that stuck in my head at the moment. Constantly.
Yeah.
The
That's
epic music,
crazy.
or what was it?
Hmm?
What was the song?
Oh, it's not music. It's whenever says something mean to Cher, and Cher always responds with that ne Savkun.
Oh,
It's great.
I
It's
can't
great.
do it as well as he does it.
He's just a
He
so
does
natural.
it
far,
so well.
Okay,
so
so we
far,
haven't really, I don't, at least to my knowledge, we haven't released like any episodes of the D&D stuff that we've been working on.
Okay.
But I want it to be noted that in the last D&D session where Chair was with us, he went to the bus stop and asked an old lady that was working the desk the same question at least 10 times.
Wait,
Not even like separated between it was just the same question every single
just
time.
repeatedly?
Yeah, no, it was just the same question, and it got to the point because Debbie is our DM, to where
Okay.
Debbie Rain was with Chair, to the point where Debbie was like, You there, goth girl. I can't talk to this one anymore. I need I'm talking to you.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
she literally like slammed the door on on Cher, even though at the end they bought tickets for the bus, and
Mhm.
Cher says thank you, and she just slams it in his face, does not respond to Cher at all. It was beautiful.
Oh no.
It was so
Again,
good.
everyone is pro chair until they have their canon event with chair, and I think Debbie already has.
Dude, nobody was expecting it. He kept asking, like, oh, can we go in this direction? What is in this direction? If we go in this direction, what is in this direction? And you're sure it goes in that direction? It's like, oh my god. Dude, we were all just dying there because he wouldn't shut up. Although I will say, because of that, Devi has decided that that one character is gonna be like the Nurse Joy of our universe.
Oh no! Oh
Oh,
no!
that's kinda neat.
Yeah, so she's like other versions of that lady are gonna like appear
Yeah.
as they go along. I'm
I
a
mean, it
man.
saves time creating characters.
Yeah, like I don't know what other characters Devi has planned.
I'm muffin.
But but
I'm a fan.
but I am looking forward to all of the Nurse Joy characters that we're gonna run into because I think it's gonna be hilarious.
That kinda sounds amazing, actually. I can't wait for you guys to release the episodes.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
By the way, today I have one of those feel dumb moments. When you DM me the schedule, I noticed the why do you have the Cape of Demon Hunters picture? But
Oh,
then yeah, and then and I saw it when you changed it, and I was like, oh, maybe you like the movie or something. I don't
mhm.
care. But just when you saying that, it it randomly clicked. Oh wait, Muffin has the other picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I'm stupid.
No, we actually because okay, so the joke was that I did that one because every time I like to rage bait Muffin sometimes. Like I'll tease her and stuff. And it got to the point where she was every time like I would kind of rage bait her when we would play like we were playing Uno or something. I was teasing her so much that I just eventually started anytime she was like getting mad at me, I would just send a picture of when Genu is running away, giggling. So I made it like a thing where I'm like, you know what? Every time you see it on Discord, you're gonna remember this. So I did that. So hers isn't even just normal Rumi. It's Rumi with a gun.
Wait,
She's like,
I've never
wait,
noticed that.
yeah, it's Rumi holding a gun and it's supposed to be pointed
God,
at me
that's
the entire
beautiful.
time.
That's beautiful. It's amazing.
I'll never forget our Uno games. Yeah, the one where I beat you. It was amazing.
See, you're already learning how to harness the gremlin energy. I think you got it in you.
Nah, he's
I've
just
got
the
the.
annoying partner.
I need to show her
Th-
the. I need
th-
to show her
This
the
is
live.
him being a couple's thingy, not being a family.
I'm a couple's gremlin. Like I'll rate. Oh my god, we actually have a friend in that we play rivals with, and his entire
Mhm.
goal is to just rage bait everybody inside our thing, and it's hilarious because we have some other friends and we're playing, and normally I don't know if you guys have met Pastor Coot.
In passing, I think. In passing.
Yeah,
I don't think we had like a conversation.
he plays Rocket, and it's so funny
Okay.
because every time if it's just Pastor Coot, he's always like, "Damn, I can't believe I died. If only I was getting healing." And you
Funny.
just see Pastor who's just like working his hardest to heal everybody. And he's just like, "Damn, no healing." And
Um,
just
passive
absolutely like
aggressive.
it's he rage baits everybody. There was one where he got Muffin and Muffin had like a hard week
Mhm.
and he was like, Muffin, do something. And Muffin just started like, I'm doing my best, but I keep dying so much. She just like went off on him, and we all just started
No.
missing it. It was beautiful. It was a
Aw.
beautiful moment. Yeah.
Beautiful for who?
Poor muffin.
She was just we laugh about it, and now she tries to get him. Usually it doesn't get to. Yeah, she's pretty good, and normally like we're not even like the targets of it either, because we're just laughing along with it.
Mhm.
I don't know if he's actually tried to rage bait me, but
Yet.
I mean, I don't know to believe that
it's
that
funny.
last part.
No, she usually because again, usually the rage bait isn't even targeted at her or me. It's usually targeted towards our other friends, like our mostly our healers, which is hilarious. He really loves to rage bait them.
Rage bait and a healer seems dangerous. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds to me like you don't want to get healed.
No, oh
No.
my god, no. He rage baits so hard. And there's one friend who like he's always like, oh, he's always losing it. He's always like saying that he's gonna get MVP and shit because he's like our healer, but he also deals damage.
Mhm.
And every single time, I'm always like, oh yeah, you sure about that? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And I switched to Blade because Blade has recently become like my main DPS.
Wait, I didn't realize Blade was in it now. How
Oh
long's
yeah,
Blade been in it?
since season 3, I think. That was the Phoenix Force season, I think.
Oh shit, has it been that long since I played? Apparently.
Yeah, because I think what is it? Blade and what's it? I forgot who his other because I think they released two characters that season, or maybe they just released one. No, it has to be
Okay,
two.
okay.
Either way, it was Blade that came out, but I've been using Blade, and he's like my main DPS. Every time I use him, I bully the other team into their spawn, and it's hilarious.
No.
And so he's always like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get MVP." So I'm like, "Are you sure about that?" He's like, "Yeah, I am." So then I switch to Blade and I steal his MVP,
No.
and he gets all mad. It's hilarious. We just rage bait everybody in that.
Imagine just
I
rage
feel like
bait.
you're trying to convince us that you are a gremlin, but somehow
I
I
know,
still
cause
don't
like
buy it.
I do it because whenever he crashes out, whenever he crashes out, he actually starts growling and barking like a dog, and it's crazy.
He box? Good.
Really?
Damn.
He like goes
Dumb.
full animal mode. He goes.
Oh, so not like the little like puppy like
No, he goes like full wild animal. Every time he
okay.
gets mad, and it's so funny too, because like my load screen for loading into like the MVP, mine is slow,
Mhm.
so I don't know
I
who
mean,
gets
don't call them
MVP.
weird, call them precious.
Precious friends.
I don't see when it happens. So the only way that I know that either me or our other friend gets MVP is whenever like we're I'm waiting for it to finish loading and I just hear son of a bitch, and
Uh,
I'm like who
the
got it,
mic
and then
got that.
I just see my Blade MVP screen. I'm like, oh, I got it. He's like, shut the fuck
No.
up.
The microphone kind of got that. I'm gonna
A
assume
little
you
bit,
say
yeah.
re.
You get so mad. It's so funny. It makes me every time he's like the main one that will rage bait because the way that he crashes out is hilarious. But yeah, no, it's been. But yeah, so I was like,
You're a teaser, not a gremlin.
yeah, no,
You are
I'm not
just
a
a teaser.
gremlin. I don't think I don't think I can go for as long as Gigi can, because Gigi's wild. Her ability to speak is like a power source, honestly.
Yes. To pay it in this way, to me, a gremlin is not trying to mess with people. It's
Mm,
just trying to be oneself, and the oneself by default is messing with people. You're
exactly.
just trying to mess with your friends because you know they kind of get in those stage.
Yeah, exactly.
You're looking for those reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like I feel like Chair is more of like the GG of the group because he's really not trying to rage anyone. He's just Iron
He's
Man
just a little
flying off the
guy.
map.
Rage baits with whimsy. Whimsy
He
He's
baiting, I
just a
really
little
should call
guy.
it.
is.
This is whimsy baiting.
He's whimsy baiting. Oh my god. I so I was so today's topic I was gonna combine it with the 1,000 page document,
Mm-hmm.
and I have it
But
here. I have it here.
Huh.
And I was like, well, how, like, I was like, it is 1,000 pages. Like, it's legitimately 1,000 pages. So I was like, okay, well, what is this? And I kid you not, almost all of the pages are kind of like simple. They're like 5 or 6 pages. And then I clicked on the one that's specifically for Shy Lily, and that is a 33 page area.
Holy shit. Okay.
on,
It goes,
on,
and I'm like,
believe me, if you wanna see how many pages in the 1,000 pages document, how many pages Cinder dedicated to her fans and kind of say, hey, I apologize for this and this. I'm being generous and gonna round it up 2 pages.
it is. Yeah, I,
Wait, for
I
Only
real?
just,
two
yeah,
pages.
the
Yeah, for
message to
real.
the Pyro Pups is 2 pages according to the Google Doc.
Rounding up.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is 2 pages long.
Oh.
Her
Oh yeah,
spite
but
section
but
is,
let her have
oh,
over 30 pages saying how she hates Silverbell. Not blaming her, but hating Silverbell.
Oh, Dom.
she has a whole
Okay.
section called spite, and that's 144 pages, which is wild to me. Like I said, I was gonna add this in, but I didn't even get a chance to sit down and read this thing. And just looking it over, I'm like, this alone is its
Holy
own.
shit,
Uh,
this is
I,
a
It
lot of
needs like
I,
screenshots.
1 to 2 episodes because this is long.
I don't have Twitter. I don't know how this works, but you can run it on Grok and say, "Hey, summarize 100 pages
Yeah,
in one page every 100 pages," and then you have a 10 pages document to read.
What is it?
Jesus.
Google actually has like a thing that's actually like giving me like overviews and summaries of it. And she highlighted certain things being like the reds are like the more important, and then like going on, like she color coded things. But it is so long, and honestly some of like just this, the spite section is just a shit ton of pictures. Like it's just a bunch of art pictures. I
So many
Yeah,
believe.
pictures. Holy shit.
I agree. A lot of pictures can sort of made it big in pages, but
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
it's on for the purpose of comparison, like saying, "Hey, this is my model. This is a spite model." Obviously, she was copying me, but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
if you
yeah.
look at the dates, it was actually her who was copying and in a hurry,
Hmm.
basically forcing what was the name, Nano,
Yeah.
forced the rigger artist thingy, but basically
Mhm.
forcing Nano to use the Spite model and modify it to look like Cinder. So
Yeah.
Cinder used it and say Spite copy.
It's a lot. So and XP is like, do you want to do it?
Ah,
Do you
baby,
want to do
baby
it
on my
with
face,
us,
baby on my face.
or do you want to do this? That one's for Minty. Why was that one for
Dom, shiny.
Minty?
Are you trying to upgrade your Hada status? Is this because we agreed that you're an F tier Hada earlier today? Is that what this
Ooh, F tier. That's crazy.
F
Yeah,
tier?
no,
Yes, I
it.
need that
No.
Cinder.
Yeah, yeah, Shiny. We were talking about how like this was supposed to be a combined episode to do like talk about Cinder and talk about DC, but this is a lot. Yeah, XP was like, "Do you want to? Are we gonna cover both?" And I was like, "I think we can probably cover both. It just depends on how much time." But as soon as
I
I
was just
clicked on,
asking, you're in charge of
no, yeah,
today.
I know. And as soon as you asked, I was like, you know what? I better open it and see like what I'm looking at. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, oh shit, this has legit chapters. What the fuck? Like it's broken up into legitimate chapters. It's like an overdue
Wait.
response, redacted,
For
minor
Shany's sake,
published.
he wants to properly look. I'm not gonna say respectfully look, but he wants to
Who do you want
properly
to
look at
respectfully
some of
look
the
at?
pictures you have above.
Which one? Which one do you want to respectfully look at?
No, he doesn't want to respectfully look.
Then
Disrespectfully.
what do you want to disrespectfully look at? Okay, zoom in. Zoom in on which one? Are you talking
Don't
about
don't give in to his whims.
right there?
He means
He wants to
he
look at
means Spike.
Spite's foot.
That one's in there. The one below is Spike.
Is this? I
Oh,
thought this was Spite. Because
Oh
isn't
well,
Spite
that's
blue?
the controversy, right?
no, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
this is tight, I think.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one's Spite.
yeah,
No,
she's
wait.
blue,
Look at
That's
him screaming.
but guess who has a blue flame model now, huh?
I think that's Cinder's model, the one with
Is
the
That
foot.
is
it
Cinder.
looks like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
says
It
Queen
is
of
Cinder.
Fire. Check out my cool skull throne. Yeah, yeah. This is Cinder. I just
Shiny,
like that.
she's not
I
innocent.
love that. I love that Shiny's just screaming for me to zoom in.
Hi, Astro.
Having a
And
candy
and
to the
and
eye
and it's
model
and it's you know
is
what? It's
not
people like it's
being
P
innocent.
Shiny. I mean
Hi,
this in the
Astra.
nicest way
Hey,
possible,
Cookie.
Shiny. Hi, Cookie. I mean this in the
Hi,
nicest
Cookie.
way. Hi, Astro. I mean this in the nicest way, Shiny. You're the reason why she hasn't fallen off. It's people.
Is
It's people like you that are
Um,
the reason she's still hitting
um,
2,000 viewers.
oh,
um,
give me a second. I need to type
And
something
he'd say he
for your
agrees. He said, "Yeah,
moderators.
100%." Oh my god. Oh, let me time out Shiny for Goon.
remove one shiny point.
Oh my god. But yeah, no. So again, I was gonna talk about this. I wanted to. I really did. But this is so much longer than I thought it was gonna be. And I was
I mean,
like,
wait,
I legitimately was like, oh, there's probably more pictures. And yeah, the Spites section is mostly pictures, but
Justin,
like
what do you mean?
everything else is a lot.
It's called the
Because everything is a
1,000-page
fish.
document. You're
Look,
like, I
I
didn't
thought it
realize it
was
was
a
going to be
joke.
1,000 pages.
I thought she was memeing, but nah, she really threw in 1,000 pages, and I was like, yeah. And you know what? The other thing is, on top of the Gooners that are still watching her,
Mhm.
I think it's also people saw 1,000 pages and went, "That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading any of them." And we're just like, you know what? 1,000 pages, good enough for me. Apology
Friggin'.
accepted. Thank you for the hype.
I ain't going through all that, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think
it's
I
like, you
say
know what?
this. I don't know if last time or in a Minty stream, but she might have been canceled. But being canceled is not a thing. She's just a bad person, and unless she does something illegal, she's still gonna get an
Yeah,
audience.
yeah. And that's exactly what I thought, and it's exactly what happened. I really didn't believe she was gonna be like canceled forever. When she disappeared, I started to have second thoughts. I was starting to think, well, you know what? She's gone. She's been gone for a while. Like, I
I'm
don't
glad to see
know,
Muffin
maybe.
finally sees Shiny for what he is.
Time him out. What did you say? Thousand
This is why
page doc
Shiny lost his
and
ooze
all
straight at
I'll
the
read every single
Shiny, this is why you're not
for
a
a
mod.
sniff
You're
of
not a mod
them
in Minty.
grippers. It's crazy. For a sniff of
sky.
them grippers is crazy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna close the Cinder tab now.
That's
No,
enough of that.
no more sniffing them grippers for you. Wait, is Muffin is your brother also saying it? Shiny, I wasn't done yet. Go look it up on Twitter yourself. You can look at it yourself. Oh my god. But again, so yeah, I
Wait,
did want to
wait,
go over it, but it's crazy, and I feel like that would have
Yeah.
I'd have to focus like more attention on that one
Okay, okay.
and I'd have to actually read it and summarize it a lot more because it is a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I can give you TLDR.
Yeah.
TLDR is Cinder saying, it's not my fault. Everyone hates me. It's everyone's fault. Oh, by the way, I blame most of it on my boyfriend. He's no longer my boyfriend. But guess what? I came back with him.
Well, fair enough.
Oh,
That's it.
Did you
That's the
hear that? You
TLDR.
hear that, Shiny? She's got a boyfriend.
That is
Okay,
also the
DC
manager.
is cool. Can we look at some pics of Wanda and Black Widow and like other DC characters? Thor's
yeah,
feet
no.
pics? No, no.
But
He's just her
Shiny, I'm just gonna say
manager.
this
Yeah,
once.
sure, you're right. He's just her
Shiny,
manager.
pay close attention. I'm just gonna say this once. Look up Absolute Catwoman.
Absolute
That's all.
Catwoman is an amazing character. Not gonna lie. Who decided that? Who decided what? What are you deciding? I can't spell.
Look.
Did you Google
Ah,
it, Shiny? Did you just Google it? Baddest of them all? Oh my god. Alright. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. I kill her croc any day. Oh my god, Shiny. That's crazy. All right. So let me start. This is the DC Absolute Universe. It's crazy.
Oh, wait.
It's no like legitimately. Let me explain. Let me explain. So
Okay.
how did this happen? How did all this shit happen? Why are we time out? Ban me? Why do you want to be banned? Shane?
he's regretting some messages. That's why he's saying ban me to delete them.
No, no. Now it stays Sonic Freaky GIF. Oh my god, Shiny. So okay. So how did this start? So a couple months the before the Absolute Universe began, there was like a whole thing called the Dawn of DC, and it was like this huge, gigantic war between um, Argus and every superhero on the planet, and they were
Okay.
just they was fighting. Um,
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
basically, it was basically their new Crisis on Infinite Earths, and eventually Green Arrow betrayed the Justice League, but in reality he was actually just trying to get Amanda Waller to drop her guard so that way he could help save everybody because all the superheroes had also lost their superpowers. And because of that, like,
Batman
it was
doesn't have
crazy.
superpowers.
Well, like Nightwing, Batman, they didn't have anything to worry about, but like Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, everybody else, they lost all of their powers.
Will you call Superman superpowers if he doesn't have powers by itself? He's just an alien.
Was
Well,
compared to like a human.
it's a side effect of the
Yeah.
sun. So I would say
Okay,
it's
then how about Martian Encounter?
well, I mean that's just like, I guess for him it's just he's born with it. You gotta go
What
bed.
about
Good night,
robot like?
Shiny.
What about robot
Hi,
likes,
Shiny.
like say Cyborg?
Well, his powers were given to him by the Mother Box, so technically
Again,
it is
machine.
superpower. But it's still a superpower because it wasn't because like the what is it called? The Mother Box gate like upgraded his body.
Okay, Mr. Terrific.
He's just super smart,
Is
and
that a
that's pretty
superpower?
terrific.
I mean, it's just gadgets. He knows
I
how
mean,
to
for
use them.
yeah, but we're
Even
not gonna
Reasonable.
we're not gonna
Yeah.
nitpick. We're not gonna nitpick. You know what?
even
All
assuming
good.
even assuming the smartness is a superpower and he lost the super smartness, he still has the gadgets and he still knows how to use them, right?
Does he though? Because he's not. Because what if he's just now super dumb? Because he doesn't have his super intelligence anymore.
What about Red Tornado?
He's a robot, so I think his is still like intact. But you know what? I don't know. To be fair, I don't know how most of the superheroes in DC work. I only know the main ones,
Trying to understand.
which is crazy. So I'm like, I only know the main ones, like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash. I know the main. I know the main group. But either way, this huge event happens. Green Arrow helps to free everybody from this curse, but in the process, not only has he like given everybody their superpowers back, but some people actually ended up getting superpowers while other heroes didn't get their superpowers back, and they're now in like random people. So we have new superheroes that are around. And because of this, the Justice League comes together and they're like, all right, we got to talk about the fact that like there's this huge thing. Like we had a huge war, so we need to figure something out. And Batman's like, well, you know what? We talked, me and the Bat family, we talked, and we think that every superhero on Earth should be part of the Justice League. So we're no longer gonna be like just a selective group with just 6 of us anymore. It's gonna be every single metahuman in the world. So they
They're
create
gonna become the what was the previous name? The Super Friends.
basically, but now they call now
Oh gosh.
now if you remember from like the early 2000s, Justice League Unlimited is now a thing because there's an unlimited amount of superheroes that are now part of the Justice League.
Oh, but you have to be 18 or above. That's why they removed the status of Justice League member to Shazam.
Night, Astro.
Good night, Astro.
Gonna Astro.
But yeah, like so now any metahuman is allowed to join the Justice League, and they go around giving out their new special Justice League cards, which are actually kind of cool cards. That each one has like a thing that has like not only does it like give them the ability, not only does it like give them access to the Watchtower, but it also helps them set up like a whole thing like, oh, if you need help, these are the superheroes that would probably best work with your superpowers.
And the one near you.
Yeah, and one's near you. It basically is like a little GPS, so it keeps track of everyone. So that way everyone knows where everyone is. If they need help, they can go. Things of that nature. So it's like it was
And
a
as,
huge thing.
and as one can imagine, the ones without superpowers, say Green Arrow, Batman, and family, they are the ones that least call for help.
Well,
They
I
just
would I
don't.
would I would say Nightwing probably calls for help because Nightwing is not a loner like his father.
Yeah, but he was tight and before.
But
He was part
yeah,
of many groups before.
but a lot of them have all decided that they're going to come together. So they're building this new watchtower, and in the process of this watchtower being built, they get a little surprise visit from their best friend Darkseid, who decides now's the perfect time to kill everybody.
I mean, why not? You might as well go for it. Go for it, girlfriend.
Like he had like a whole plan too, because while they were fighting their war, Darkseid was like, you know what, they're busy. Let me go on like this super hunt for the Spectre, which is another superhero. And he forces the Spectre to bond with him. Basically like force it like a forcible like venom bonding thing.
Oh, okay.
And in the process, Darkseid becomes like this super powerful Omega god. And but during the process, the Spectre's telling him like, dude, you're not the villain. You're not the real villain. You're not cool. Like you suck. You suck
Oh,
ass. And Darkseid's like, yeah, are you sure about that? And he's like, yeah, you suck because you're not important. And in that moment, he realizes you're right. I'm not important, and he allows the Justice League to kill him.
okay.
But in doing so, because of Darkseid being combined with Spectre, he creates an entirely new universe.
Oh, I need to add this for reference. The Spectre is an anti-hero that technically is a god because he can manipulates time and space.
Hmm. Exactly. And because of that, Darkseid, when he dies, uses all of his power and creates an entirely new universe. And that universe is the Absolute Universe. And for reference, I pulled this up from like the All-In special that they did right before they released the new Absolute comics.
Mhm.
And he was like going off on this tangent talking about his special world that he created, like his special universe that's just completely fucked up. And he said that this is a world where where he basically is in charge, like he's basically the winner already. But it's a world where heroes are born facing greater odds. Instead of being raised in paradise, they're raised in hell,
Okay.
where all their advantages are gone, where they are the small chaos rather than the system itself, and where a world where hope is the underdog, where it is the villain, the opposing force, and where it will have to burn brighter than ever before to survive at all. So yeah, Darkseid made this extreme universe that basically heroes are just like you either comply with whatever Darkseid's minions do or you're fighting a really uphill battle.
Okay.
And it's a really intense world and everything is just completely messed up. They actually sent Booster Gold to try and see what that world was like. And as soon as he gets there, he loses contact with the Justice League and is immediately jumped by Darkseid's squad of goons. And we don't know what happened to Booster Gold since.
No.
I kind of don't like Booster Gold anyway.
He actually, surprisingly enough, he had redeemed himself. I don't remember how. He did like a huge thing, but I don't remember what it was. But Booster Gold actually did like a huge redeemable thing and was the reason why he was allowed of all the heroes, like each hero got like their special message of like, oh, you're joining the Justice League Unlimited. But only a handful of heroes got like a visit from one of the original members of the Justice League, and Superman actually went to go deliver Booster Gold's membership card to him, like
Yeah,
in
for
person.
reference, Booster Gold is one of those heroes that it is only a hero for fame and money.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it
Oh,
was he did something that broke that cycle, and now he's like a legit normal hero that everybody was rooting for. But now nobody knows what happened to him because now he's trapped in the absolute universe and nobody knows where he is.
no shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. And at least to my knowledge, there has not been a single absolute issue that has actually talked about Booster Gold or where he is.
She's just like completely disappeared then. There's not like
Because he had his little gold bot, but it
Mhm.
broke when they transported him to the absolute universe, and they lost contact. And the little robot was the contact between him and the Justice League, and it broke or vanished, and nobody knows how to contact him anymore.
the little robot.
Yeah, the little robot's gone now. It's kind of sad.
No.
It's actually kind of sad. He actually looked so sad
No.
in that when he was looked so defeated.
No.
but but yeah, in the moment, Darkseid sent like special villains to go beat the shit out of him. And that's literally how that section of the all-in special event comic ended, with just them jumping him, but they don't actually show him getting beat up or anything. So
Okay.
we don't know if he escaped, and we don't know if he got captured. So it's all like kind of being sitting. Although now there's a big event called KO that's coming out that has like huge crossover stuff that's happening, including Homelander for some reason.
Oh, wait. It's part of the DC universe?
No, he's not. Like they did like just this huge uh, tie-in thing. Like they're having like a huge war right now. Like just like fighting other dimensional superheroes and stuff.
I mean,
Damn.
did you be surprised how many reference or quote unquote cameos crossover DC have? To give you an example, do you know Steven Universe?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I do know about him.
Well, the crystal gems kind of appear in some comics,
Mm-hmm.
just as background
Huh.
characters.
I
Ruby,
remember like the crossover with Scooby Doo at
that
some
was a big
point.
one
That's
too.
happened a few times, yeah.
Power Rangers, and yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's huge. It's a huge thing, and right now, like that's going on. I haven't read any of it, but it's supposed to be like this huge tie-in event, and was officially going to be the introduction to the Absolute Trinity meeting the Prime Trinity. So Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman meeting normal Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Huh.
So
Technically
yeah,
speaking, the Teenage Mutant Turtles are part of the Batman story.
they are. Yeah, they are, and they have one of the most hilarious lines in the entire
Oh shit,
franchise,
yeah, yeah.
where Batman takes Raphael to go see where his parents died, and he's all
Alabama.
like, Yeah, yeah, he says cowabummer, and you kind of just think, damn, who the fuck wrote that? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's so
I was real
fucking stupid.
curious
I
because I
was like,
know like DC also owned like Dark Horse and Vertigo. I didn't know if I didn't know if the boys have a comic festival. I didn't know if it
the
was owned by one of those two.
the boys do have a comic that is notoriously awful.
Oh, okay.
It is
Oh,
Yeah,
alright,
notorious.
okay.
Watchmen is now canon in DC, right?
Yeah,
I think is
yeah,
is Watchmen not
Watchmen's.
owned by one of the two?
It's officially. I think they officially have been absorbed by DC.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, no, The Boys is actually one of the few things that people agree that the show is better than the comic, which usually is the opposite, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Hooray.
And no, I agree too. I watched like a whole video, and my friend actually got a couple of the comics, and he was like, "This is awful," and I'm like, and I watched the video, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is awful." So yeah, they actually
No.
they made Homelander a much deeper character than than the book did, and yeah, no, it's a huge like they changed things around so much that now it's actually like people like The Boys more than they like the comic book.
Sometimes it happens. It's rare, but you know,
It's very
sometimes.
rare, but this time it was
Yeah.
crazy huge. But yeah, so Darkseid dies, creates this universe that's absolutely messed up. And now we're meeting the heroes of the absolute universe, which is also pretty crazy because every single hero in the absolute universe has had their origin stories changed, rewritten, and have had shit lives. Honestly, like
Oh
yeah.
no.
So let's start with our boy, the best boy, the Batman.
The boy.
I don't know if he's
He,
the best boy.
he's the boy, and I will say he's a beast in this. In this universe,
Well,
Batman is a giant muscle man.
he might be a beast, he might be a boy in your eyes, but is he beast boy?
He's he's not Beast Boy, but he is a beast of a boy. I'll tell you what. um, in this universe, Batman or Bruce Wayne is born to a family that is not rich. His dad is a
Okay.
teacher, and his mom is more like in the political sector, but like low tier political sector, mostly being friends with Commissioner Gordon.
Right, okay.
And in this universe, the only member of his family that is killed is his father.
Jonathan Wayne.
Yep, Thomas Wayne is killed, and it's in the saddest way possible too. Like again, not to say that like the normal Batman story of his parents dying isn't sad, but this one's like a harsh reality that people here in the United States have to go through. It's basically in a mass shooting at a zoo,
Ashley? Yeah.
and Thomas puts all of the students in the bat habitat area, and he runs to go help people, and in the process, he's shot and killed.
Yeah.
And for a while,
Well,
Bruce was like this super smart kid. Like he was like studying everything. He was doing his best. And then when his dad dies, he's like, you know what? I don't give a shit anymore. So he started getting arrested. He started committing little crimes here and there, and he went to juvie.
It's a very like realistic take on Batman then.
Yeah, it's a much more
Yeah.
realistic take rather than like because he's not a millionaire in this. He's bare bones. He got lucky. He was a football player. He got into college based off of a football scholarship rather than any other type of
More
scholarship.
realistic because millionaires doesn't exist in real life, right?
What? It's what?
It is more realistic because millionaires doesn't exist in real life.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. They're just a figment of your imagination. They're
Yeah,
not real. They
exactly.
can't hurt you. Don't worry about it.
They can't hurt you, trust. But so he goes to school, but he actually doesn't complete he actually doesn't complete college.
Okay.
He injures his leg. He supposedly injures his ACL and is taken out. So he doesn't finish, and he continues working, and he then moves back to Gotham and goes into basically doing city jobs. He works with the water company, sanitation, construction, engineering. He basically like learns the ins and out of his city because he works his city. And in the process, he's trying to figure out obviously he wants to be Batman. He wants to be this hero,
Yeah.
but he
Now
doesn't
imagine
know
Batman
how.
singing, "We built this city."
And the funny part is he basically did. Like he worked every job. It's crazy. But he wants to be a hero, but he doesn't know what the best way to go about it is. He does use the classic costume, which was like the very first one with where he's scrawny, has the long ears and like the cape, like a normal cape.
Yeah.
And in the process, he beats up a bunch of guys, takes one of their guns, and then points it at them, threatening him, and the guy runs away. But he looks at it and realizes this is just a tool for intimidation. This isn't enough. And he then is like, you know what? I know what I need to do. And he beefs up. He becomes a huge muscle man. And he's like, this is more intimidating. And he's
Yeah.
got like the craziest gadgets, which are very primitive in ways. Like he knows chemistry, so he does have like his usual like gas pellets and specific pellets that make things like dangerous and stuff. But then he's got his more primitive gadgets where his bat ears are actually knives that he just
Actually, that's kind
throw
of
around.
cool, though.
No, like when I say it, it's goofy, but it's so cool. Like in
Yeah.
practice, it's so cool. Like I have in getting ready for today, I was like, let me get everything. So I grabbed all of the books that I have, and I'm like, let me pull them out real quick. So yeah, he's got his cape is not like his normal cape. It's actually more tattered and long, each one being
Mhm.
like strands. And he designed some of them to be able to solidify, but not in the same way that the normal Batman uses it to like block bullets, but more in a way that he can use it as a weapon to where he can throw it across and it'll punch somebody in the face.
Actually, that's kind of neat.
It's so cool because like in practice, there's a scene where he's at an aquarium and he uses it to stick to the wall because they dig like the points of his cape stick into the wall, into the ceiling, and he's hanging from the ceiling.
And at what
Take
point
'em
do
on.
you add the asteroids?
Just man is just built off pure
Nah,
rage.
he's just on that chicken and rice diet. I mean,
He's on that chicken
he
and
gets
rice rage diet.
proteins at the gym. I do like this is like a more feasible version of Batman. Like,
Actually it's interesting because the writer, they actually asked him. His name is, let me give me a second. Let me get the author's name. Scott Snyder was asked
oh, okay, yeah.
why he
Zack
made
Snyder?
Batman not
That's
Zack
Snyder.
Snyder, but Scott Snyder.
It's a big
But
No
DC
president.
writer.
they asked him why he made him such a beefy guy, and he said, in a realistic world, if you don't have the money to be able to do the things that the normal Batman would do, realistically, a person would want to build his muscle so that way he's bigger, more intimidating, and then do the things that Batman does. And it's a much more
Yeah,
intimidating thing. So he really made the author of this one made it as realistic as he could for Batman.
yeah. No, I like it. I like the idea of like, how do we get to the point of Batman, but without Bruce Wayne's origin?
Exactly. Like without giving him all
I
the
think a
advantages
lot.
of money.
Yeah.
Because I think that
Question.
yes.
I forgot to ask this before. Was Bruce part of the students when Thomas died?
Yeah.
That's a good question,
It
actually.
was
Oh,
it
okay.
was
Okay.
it was because of Bruce that they were at the zoo.
Oh,
He
okay.
had won. He won a competition to design a bridge, but the bridge was specially made. He designed it because it wasn't like it was just a normal bridge, but he designed it to where it was a type of bridge that can collapse and be moved to a different area in case another section is needed. Like it was made for a town that was like had constant like environmental hazards that constantly happen like hurricanes and stuff. And it was basically an emergency bridge that was built so that way it can help people get across, then can collapse and move on to the next town.
Okay, I was asking because I think we or skip it or somehow I didn't pay attention of the
I might I
Batman
might have
origin.
overlooked it, but yeah, he was there. He was there, and it's actually interesting because in each at the beginning of every single issue that leads into like his or that's talking about like his life, it has little flashbacks of the different signs for bats that were in the bat habitat.
Mhm.
And one of the ones was that usually bats are loners. They like to take care of themselves. They don't normally work in a group, but when they're in extreme danger, they come together to protect the one bat that's in danger. And when Commissioner Gordon came to the zoo, and he found Bruce in the bat habitat, all of the bats were on top of Bruce protecting him.
Well, that's kind of cute.
One of us.
That's
One
kind of
of us.
cute.
Yeah, it was such a weird thing. Like it was like and it's foreshadowed, like being like, oh,
Yeah.
they're loners, but they work together. And then
Mm.
so,
Man,
and that little foreshadowing was dipped in the previous issue. So then in the following issue, it does another memory flashback, and that's when you see the bats covering Bruce.
It's kind of cute. That's adorable.
It's an it's the Scott Snyder did a really good job with Batman, and
I-
it's really cool.
If I'm not
But
mistaken, did Scott Snyder not previously write detective
I believe
comics?
he
If it
did
is
write
I'm
some
thinking
detective
this,
comics.
yeah,
He did.
yeah. No, I think I like a lot of the comics that he did.
He's an excellent writer, and on top of that,
Yeah.
these books are the Batman books alone are the most popular.
Mhm.
Literally every week that they come out, if I am late to showing up to my comic book store, they are gone. Like they
Oh
are
shit! Right.
gone. Every other one, like I've been able to make it for Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Superman. Batman
Monty, I
is
don't know
the
if you were
only one.
asking, but Detective Comics is the long version for the name DC.
Oh yeah. No, I,
Mm,
I know. I know.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure.
Don't worry.
You are unironically the first person ever that I see calling DC Detective Comics.
Oh, no, I meant like specifically so the Batman comics from the like 1930s onwards was referred to as detective comics, and then the Superman
mhm.
comics were referred to as action comics. Which is weird because like you do have like a separate Batman run, I think now, but like there's still is the detective comics line still going even after New
The
52?
Detective Comics line is still going, and it's still just about Batman now. After
Okay,
after
okay.
that first Detective Comics with Batman, it just
Hmm.
became his comic book basically.
Yeah, yeah.
The same with Action Comics. Once Superman was introduced, it basically was just
It
Superman's
was
book,
just Superman, yeah.
and both of them still have it. At least I believe Action Comics is still going on, but sometimes they kind of like die them down for a little bit and then they come back.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't Ben 10 part of Action Comics?
Not that I know of.
I could have swear the name Ben 10 and what was the other thingy generator
Generator X?
Rex or something. Yeah,
No, I
I,
think
I,
that
I could have sworn those two um, IPs were under Action Comics.
let me
Mm,
find out.
trying to remember. I feel like do DC own the franchise, maybe, or at least the comic section
I
of the
think it's
franchise?
just that they're part of the same because most of the Cartoon Network stuff is
It's
Oh,
for is
is
the for
part of
the
their
comics
universe.
rights, not for the distribution in animation.
wait. I
Yeah.
think I know the
As movies.
confusion, XP. So there's Man of Action Studios,
Hmm.
which is what owns Ben 10. That might be the confusion.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but DC does produce a couple Ben 10 comics because right now that I looked it up, yeah, there's some DC books that are based that are Ben 10 and stuff.
Yeah, interesting.
Hmm.
I used to like Ben 10.
So on top of Batman's origins and stuff, the one of the major changes that they did is he's actually best friends with most of his rogue gallery.
Oh, okay.
So as kids, he was friends with Oswald Cobblepot, um, Edward Nigma. What is this here? Let me pull up. I'm trying to find
Sorry, I can take that name serious.
He was best friends with Selena Kyle. Um, what is it? Edward, Oswald, Harvey Dent, uh, Killer Croc, and I believe, yeah, that's all of them. Those
I mean, no,
were,
it makes sense.
yeah, they all went to the same school together, and
Yeah, because
they
if he was
were
like one of the low-cost Gotham.
they all grew up together and they all were friends. But it's interesting. They grew up together. The only members of the Rogue Gallery so far that are not friends with him were Bane, the Joker, Mr. Freeze, and Black Mask.
Yeah, okay. I feel like that makes sense. Yeah.
And the reason for that is because in this universe, well, I'll get to Joker in a little bit, but Bane, Mr. Freeze, and um, Bane, Mr. Freeze, and Black Mask work for a company that the Joker is with.
Okay.
And Bane, the first arc was basically Batman kicking Black Mask's ass in the most brutal way possible, and it was amazing. But the following, there was like a little mini moment when they introduced Mr. Freeze, and
Mhm.
then from that arc onward, it was Bane's. It was all about Bane. And Bane did the most horrific things in order to
Oh
get under
shit.
Bruce Wayne's skin. And that was that he found all of Bruce Wayne's friends, except for Selena Kyle, brutalized them, and basically turned them into his villains.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He disfigured both Oswald and Harvey, turning them into the Penguin and Two-Face. He scalped Edward and attached his brain to this AI system that Edward had created
Okay.
and turned him into the Riddler. And then kidnapped Killer Croc, took him to their hidden science lab called Arc M, and turned
Uh-huh.
and mutated him into Killer Croc. And then released him back into the sewers.
Oh,
So yeah,
that didn't even sound
Bane
so
went
good.
on a
Nice.
massive rampage and just absolutely ruined Bruce Wayne's life in the most horrific way possible.
Only because he could lift more.
Basically because of he's just as muscular as Bruce in base form, and then he has his venom. So he just becomes huge. Sounds like a good guy. Yeah, kid, you think he's a good guy? But yeah, so that's where it's at right now. Bruce still hasn't officially beaten Bane, but Bane is a beast. They actually just recently introduced Harley Quinn, who is a hero in this world.
Oh,
She's the leader of the Red Hood gang. that is actually like an
Okay.
anti-government group
Hi, Pastor.
that's against
Hi, Pastor.
everything that the company Arc is part of.
I miss when they let my girl be a villain.
Hey, we don't know. She could end up honestly, if like for a while it seemed like the friends were gonna be friends, but then Bane showed up and just absolutely ruined them.
Just ruining friendships left and right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Actually, and in the most crazy way, Batman actually made a huge political statement in this recent issue that came out last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, it was huge. This issue is now a $30 book. And the
Oh, shit.
reason why is because there is a full panel of Batman beating up ICE agents and white supremacists.
Nice.
So they just went full political Batman's gonna beat your ass. So this is now a $30 book and is completely sold out everywhere. It was a huge thing. It was a really huge thing.
I'm surprised I didn't hear about that.
I
I'm
had
kinda
seen
sad.
pictures. I had seen pictures of it, but
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just fan edits, like fan art.
Right, okay, yeah, yeah.
But apparently it was a legit thing.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that DC's gone, like, taken a political stance.
Yeah.
There's
And
definitely
and
other
I guess
times. I found, like
this is the most tame one because the last political stance somebody made, which I don't think was actually political, I haven't read their tweet, was the author for the new Red Hood book, and they ended up canceling their
Oh,
book.
wait, yeah, I
They
remember
ended
that,
up
yeah.
canceling their book.
Yeah,
It wasn't good, but they ended up canceling it.
yeah.
Yeah. But yes, but that ends the Batman for now. So next, let's talk about everyone's favorite Man of Steel, Superman. It's Jebby! Hi, Jebby.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, JP.
She stole my last V-Bucks card.
That is a lie, I did not.
You sure about that?
I'm very sure about that, I did not take a V-Bucks card.
What is a V-Bucks?
Fortnite card.
Fortnite currency.
Oh,
I don't play Fortnite. XP is the best part. I don't know where this has come from.
You
oh,
weren't there, but
apparently you don't need to play Fortnite to steal V-Bucks.
to eat it.
Good point, actually. Good point.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're checking in. Get your rest, Jebby. So let's talk about everyone's favorite Man of Steel, Superman, who honestly is having the roughest life probably possible in for a Superman character. So in this
Does he
universe,
does he have it rougher than in the Flashpoint?
uh,
Can't remember
kinda, yeah,
Superman
actually,
Force.
he's actually got a combination of his Flashpoint life with his normal life.
Oh,
Um,
so in this Snyder say like, oh, let me do it worse.
actually, this one is written by Superman was written by. 1 second, let me pull up his. Let me pull up the author. Why are you not here?
Or
The
they
writer
pull
is
an Iron
Jason
Man.
Aaron.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I
Not
think they got a
familiar with the
couple
name.
new. I think they got a couple new writers, and honestly, Jason Aaron
Oh,
is killing it with this Superman series.
Did they pull an Iron Man and say he has a bit of sharp objects of kryptonite in his body?
Okay, so let me explain.
Oh, so I was
Let me
right. So
explain. Let me explain. So,
I was
in
right.
this universe, Krypton dies the exact same way. They overmine their planet, it explodes. But in this one, unlike in the normal universe where Jor-El and his mother were like well-known established scientists in the community, they both ended up ruining what could have been their best careers before they even got a chance to start. At the age of 6, Superman's mother wrote a paper talking about how the system is flawed in the fact that they have like a caste system kind of thing.
Martha or the actual mother?
No, his actual mother. His biological mother. So she writes this paper at the age of 6, and because of that, the elders are like, "Nah, you're wrong." And they instantly send her to the lowest tier list of the caste system.
No shit.
Then his father Jor-El makes it way further. He makes it all the way to university, is graduating from university. Makes a speech talking about how Krypton is destroying themselves by what they do. And then the elders are like, he's also talking shit. Send him away. And they send him also to the bottom of the caste system. They laugh him out of his graduation and he's sent down to the bottom. It is crazy. They instantly are like just dropped into the worst into basically the lowest tier in the Kryptonian society.
Why is everyone so mean? What the fuck?
It's because Darkseid said so. Because Darkseid said so,
I
basically.
said everyone's gonna be a little bitch in this universe.
So the each one has a special symbol. The symbol of the working class is the S.
Okay.
And the S, they basically call themselves the men and women of steel because they're the workers, they're the ones that go down into the mines to work, and then they have engineers there that help to do it, which is what Superman's dad is. He's an engineer who studies the planet, making sure that the mines are safe to mine, and in the process he discovers that the planet seems to be killing itself. But rather than going to the elders, he talks to his wife, and the two of them make a plan to design a special suit that's made out of red ash, which is one of the main things that the planet produces, red ash. And so Superman isn't a baby in this. Like, Kal-El isn't a baby. He actually grows up. He's like maybe starting middle school. And he's just like his parents, very smart, knows what he's doing, but he's very timid and he's very quiet. And finally he decides, you know what, let me work up my courage. And basically does the same thing that his mom does. He writes a paper talking about the planet system and how like it seems to be falling apart because he's starting to see the fish in their sea are dying. There's cows in their farms that are just completely turned to slush because of the acid gas that's coming out of the planet. And he creates this whole thing, but of course nobody reads it. The system doesn't allow his paper to be known. And
Activism doesn't work that way.
exactly. And they actually go to the science university, the one that his dad had gone to. And while they're there, everyone's all excited. They're like, yeah, we all want to be scientists. Cal is just kind of quiet. He doesn't really care. And then he hears his dad down the hall. And when he goes to check, he sees the guards just beating the shit out of his dad. Because his dad dared to try and speak up against what the system was doing.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and Jor-El sends his dad or his son to go talk to his mom. He talks to his mom. They've completed this red ash project that they've been working on. And it's basically like Tony's nanotechnology suit.
Okay.
And it's able to create gigantic things, entire spaceships and stuff. So their plan was that if the science division's not going to help, they will help. So they've created this system so that way they'll be able to rescue the people that they believe are close, so family members, friends, things like that.
Yeah.
But so they go to the jail where Jarell is being kept. His mom basically just kills everyone in the room because her
Holy
suit
shit.
creates awesome ass weapons that just blow up everybody. And while she's saving Jarell, Cal goes into a room, hacks into the system, finds out that the science division has actually known that the planet was going to die.
Oh shit. Okay.
And because of that, they've already created their own emergency evacuation ships for the rich and powerful, so that way they can
Those
escape.
son of bitches. Those son of bitches.
so Cal is like, you know what? Let's let the people know. So he does. He hacks it, sends it to like the media, and they announce that the huge science division knew about it, and now they're trying to escape, and they're leaving all of you behind. So
Oh, hell.
So they make it
Yeah.
back to their house. They're jumped by the police force, but they escape. Once they've escaped, they try to save as many families as they can, and they fly off into space. But in the process, the planet's falling apart, and the ship is destroyed. But the ship is able to create mini ships for all of the members of the people that they helped are able to get on and survive. Except somehow Kal-El is still the only one that survives.
No.
And he actually watches his parents burn up in the atmosphere, which is crazy.
That's fucked up. Wait,
And-
question.
How
Yes.
did everybody die? The events were supposed to make them survive?
It because of the planet. The planet was basically just everything was blowing up. They left it like an in they had the plan, but they left a little bit later than they should have. Plus they were getting
Oh,
shot out
okay.
of the sky as well. So
Okay, you were saying me.
I was gonna ask, does Kara fit into this universe?
she might. They haven't introduced Kara yet.
Okay.
They
Okay.
haven't introduced her. They have introduced Crypto.
Okay. Okay. So
Although I
there's
think,
hope.
if I remember correctly, let me flip through the pages real quick. I believe
Me.
Crypto is actually separated from Superman,
Okay.
and he gets his own little ship and he
Okay.
escapes.
If Kratos there, technically speaking, Supergirl should be.
They didn't say, they didn't show, but at least to my knowledge, there's a chance that she could be alive somewhere.
There's a small
but
chance. There's a small chance.
There's a small chance. They have not said, they haven't shown anything. There is
There
a
is a
scene where
small
he's
deal.
there is a scene in the book where he is comforting a girl with blonde hair. So that could be his cousin.
Be interesting to see whether they go down the Supergirl route, because like if Superman's already in like what you said, like middle school age, I'm
Mhm.
guessing Kara should be like a decent chunk older since she's like
Well,
a teenager.
yeah, but at least in this, it again, since I'm not sure which one is Kara, it does look like
Mhm.
it is her, but she's younger than him.
Oh, okay.
But it could also just be a different Kryptonian girl that he was comforting.
Maybe.
So we don't know, but again, he basically watches as the chunks of the planet crash into everyone and
No, it's
watches
fucked up.
and he's the only one that escapes. They actually don't show if Crypto survived, which is actually, now that I think about it, is kind of fucked up because Crypto's cute.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up.
But yeah, so he escapes. Eventually, unlike before, where the story is that they know where Earth is, they send him straight to Earth. They haven't found a planet that's inhabitable for him, for any Kryptonian.
So you're just
So
kind of hoping.
yeah, they're just out. They were supposed to hope. They were just out there hoping for a planet where they can call home. But in the process, because of that, he spends over hundreds of years searching for a planet. And he is lost all hope. He is starving. he is losing his mind alone in this pod with the only thing to talk to, which is his like basically their version of Jarvis for him, and it's some AI
Okay.
system, and that's all he has to talk to. And that is until finally he makes it to Earth. But while he makes it to Earth, unlike it, obviously because in the original story he's a baby, so his powers
Mhm.
haven't like come in. Because he's older in this, the powers instantly like come to him because he's absorbing the sunlight, and he feels like his whole body's burning up. Everything is like he feels like he's dying. It's an
He's not
it's
used to
a
it.
yeah, it's an excruciating process to land on Earth. And when he crashes onto the Kent farm, which the Kent farm is getting ready to basically be sold because they haven't had water in a long time. None of their crops are growing. And he shows up, crashes into their farm, is basically set ablaze because of his superpowers until he blacks out. They take him inside, and every time Cal wakes up, he basically destroys the bed that he's on because of his powers.
Oh shit.
Like he's every panel in which like they show him waking up, he's just constantly breaking the bed.
The amount
And
of money they
Not
must have went
used
through in
at all
beds.
to the power.
it's a crazy process because obviously like in the original story he's young, he's able to kind of grow into his powers.
He
In
learns how
this,
to.
yeah, in this they're just thrown at him. Like he hasn't even learned how to use his heat vision yet. Like
He doesn't
the way
know how
that
to
my friend.
turn it on
Hmm?
and off.
Yeah.
He
No,
doesn't
he
know
doesn't
how.
know how. He doesn't know how. He actually relies on his suit to be able to turn it off for him.
Oof.
My friend described it best. He basically calls Superman's heat vision in this world his Godzilla heat breath, basically.
Like it's just
Well,
kind of uncontrollable. Or...
Yeah, no, straight up
Yeah.
uncontrollable. He actually almost killed somebody because of it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he realized that he needed to control it, so like he had his suit like turn it off for him, and he calmed down. But yeah, the only thing that he knows how to control is how to fly and his super strength. That's all he knows how to control. He hasn't learned his ice breath. He hasn't learned his heat vision.
he doesn't learn the time travel.
Nope, he hasn't learned how to turn the Earth back yet. But yeah, so he's on this farm. He's learning about everything, and then finally, like his suit needed to recharge because of the process getting to Earth. Obviously, it took them so long, so it ran out of energy. So finally, it recharges, and he's all like, "Oh, hey, I've scanned the area. There's like these drones in the sky that are watching us. Do you want me to take care of them?" Ah, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. And he destroys the drones that are in the air. And in doing so, these drones are owned by a company called Lazarus, and it was preventing it from raining on their farm.
Oh shit. So like you fixed it by
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, no, he fixes it, but then Lazarus shows up and is like, "Hey, that's illegal," and they basically beat the shit out of the Kents.
Hey, someone's getting rain for free.
basically, because they wanted to buy their land. They wanted to buy their land, and they were doing it in order to like make them sell.
Uh-oh, you forgot to pay for your rain subscription. No rain.
You need your rain IDs. But yeah, so Lazarus shows up, starts beating the crap out of the Kents, and they send Superman away, and Superman goes into hiding and basically it's kind of like Man of Steel where he's like going jumping from job to job.
Hmm.
But the jobs that he's choosing is he's going to third world countries and working in Lazarus mines. And every time the reason he leaves is because he shows up destroys the system, and then leaves.
I love it. I love it.
It's amazing.
Fuck him up from the inside.
Yeah, but eventually, like, he gets found out, and Lazarus is like, nah, we can't let this happen. So they send in their military, which are peacemakers. And if you've seen the Suicide Squad, you know who the peacemaker is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
John
No.
Cena.
I never seen it. Never seen it.
I think I watched it once, but I did not. So like I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan. I did not like what they did to my homegirl in that movie.
Wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Are we getting? We might be getting it confused. Are we talking about Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad? Because there is
Oh,
actually a difference.
wait, okay. I
There
haven't
is
seen
actually a
the
difference.
Suicide Squad.
Okay.
We're talking about the
The Suicide Squad
okay.
is the one where they
This-
introduced Peacemaker for everybody to know.
So Suicide Squad was so bad that it put me off all future movies with Harley Quinn.
Yeah, well, I mean, Birds of Prey was not that good either, but
Yeah, so I haven't seen Birds of Prey or the Suicide Squad. I was just
the
like,
Suicide Squad
no,
is
you hit
actually
me
really
once.
good. No, the Suicide Squad is actually good. That was James Gunn's first DC movie.
Maybe I need to give it. Maybe I need to open up my heart and give it a go. Maybe I need
Give it a
to
go.
forgive and forget.
Everyone actually
Forgive and
has
forget.
fallen in love with Peacemaker because of the Suicide Squad and his show,
The,
Peacemaker.
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
the.
You'll know because Will Smith isn't in it.
um, um,
But
they also got someone else in for they recast one of the characters, right?
they recast a
the
lot of
Red Girl's the best
characters.
character.
Oh, okay.
They recast pretty much the entire team except for Harley Quinn and
Because she was the poster actor.
yeah, she was the best actress for the team, so they didn't change her. Um, so Harley Quinn and Rick Flag are the only two returning characters for that movie.
Okay.
And then the entire team is pretty much scrapped, and they have a brand new team.
I do like Margot Robbie for Harley Quinn. I just didn't like what the writers did to her in Suicide Squad. Not the Suicide.
James Gunn does her justice
Okay.
in this one, so it's good. It's a lot of fun.
It's good.
But yeah, so they send in the Peacemakers to go take care of Superman, and Lois Lane is part of the Peacemakers. And she gets in real close and handcuffs him. And Superman's like, can you let go of me? And she's like, no, you're a criminal. He's like, please let go. They're gonna shoot at us. And they start shooting at them. And this is the point where you kind of learn more about Superman's suit, where
Okay.
his cape is not like a flowy fabric. It's a living ash being that absorbs the bullets for him. Because he is still bulletproof, but the cape actually is able to protect more than just himself. He's actually able to use it to protect other people as well.
Black Panther style.
Basically. So he saves Lois Lane. Lois Lane goes on a hunt to try and find Superman. Superman continues to stay hidden, and then it's revealed that not only is this Lazarus Project owned by a certain Batman villain for some reason, and has now become a Superman villain for this purpose. Ra's al Ghul is the owner of Lazarus Corp. But
so Batman became poor and Ra's al Ghul became rich.
basically, he's a huge rich man in this one. But on top of that, hidden in the shadows, working with Ra's al Ghul, working as a fake AI system that Lazarus Corp runs, Brainiac is working from the shadows. And that's Superman. And now everyone's favorite girl, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has one of the coolest backstories for the Absolute Universe. I think it rivals Batman's, and definitely it's definitely better than Superman's, because I feel like Superman's was a little bit the same.
Okay.
But while Batman had also a very different upbringing, so did Wonder Woman. So the story begins not with Wonder Woman herself, but with everyone's favorite witch, Circe.
Oh,
Circe's minding her business in hell, and then Apollo shows up. I believe it's Apollo. Uh, let me make sure. Um, yeah, Apollo shows up, bringing her a baby, and is like, "Hey, Zeus says you have to take care of it, but you don't really have to because it'd be better if it dies. So do whatever you want." And
he's a baby or not, Lamau.
basically, it's just like, yeah, you can kill it, you can let it die. We don't care. And she's like, wait, what is it? And he's like, oh, it's the last child of the Amazon race. Zeus got pissed and killed them all except for this one baby.
Sounds like Zeus to me.
It's definitely a Zeus move. But yeah, he's like, so Apollo's like, yeah, so you can either take care of it or you can let it die. We don't really care. Do whatever you want. So Circe, being Circe, decides, okay, fine, I'll just let it die. So she's watching it from far away as this demon snake slithers its way onto Wonder Woman, and then Wonder Woman grabs it by the neck and just throws it, chucks it far away. And Circe's like, okay, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, she's like, that's kind of cool. Okay, so she kind of starts to get closer to this child. And eventually she falls in love with the child and raises it as her own. And in the process, we learn Wonder Woman, even though this is a new backstory, Wonder Woman is still the same Wonder Woman. She is still a loving person. She cares deeply about everybody. And even all the beasts that are in hell, she actually befriends like a bunch of them.
I don't know. Have you seen the Flashpoint one Wonder Woman? She
Okay,
kind of
mine is the Flashpoint one that messes around with Aquaman.
she kind of almost started a world war.
Technically, that was Aquaman, but whatever. Um, but yeah,
It
so
was because
it's
it
super
was because
cute.
they were kind of like
They
going at each other behind
they
the bed,
they was
in
kind
between the
of
bed.
having an affair. Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
because
kind of cute. They have a cute little mini comic called Lil Diana, and it's just it's a little one shot at the end of the first arc of Wonder Woman, and it's just her making friends with a bunch of different demon creatures in hell, and Circe being like, you gotta stop getting pets, seriously, like this is too many.
That's kind of adorable.
And she's like,
I like it.
oh, but it's fine, I'll leave. And then she's like, fine, never mind. And she opens the door and is like, everyone meet Francis. And there's like a shit ton of like demon creatures that are living in Circe's home now.
I like it.
It's cute. It's really adorable. I thought it was like a cute little thing that kind of nods at the fact that Wonder Woman has like this pure heart that she just loves everything. But then, so Circe raises her, teaches her different magic. So now not only is Wonder Woman an Amazon, but she's a witch as well. Um, and one day, Wonder Woman is on the Isles of Hell and discovers this human who is walking around, and she's like, "Hey, who are you?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm a soldier. I don't think I'm supposed. I don't know why I'm here." And she's like, "Oh well, I have some bad news for you, buddy. You're in hell." And he's like, "Wait, what?" And so she brings him home,
Is
and
this Constantine?
no, it is our beloved Marine hero. I want to say it's Steven. You know what? It would have been so much better if it was Constantine. That would have been really cool, but no. What is his name? Because I was never a big fan of Wonder Woman, not until this comic. I
Also,
actually I was actually dreading because I'd been reading all these books,
Mhm.
and when it finally got to the point where I needed to read Wonder Woman, I was like, am I gonna like Wonder Woman? Because I've never been a Wonder Woman fan.
I mean, if you don't read the stories, how could you be a fan if you only
Well,
see the
yeah,
side stories of Wonder Woman?
yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Let me see. And I have to say, I actually really loved Wonder Woman. And yes, his name is Steve.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, Steve washes up on her island, and she saves him. Um, Basically, like makes sure that he's better. A Hydra actually tried to eat him, which was kind of funny. And he is taken to Cersei. And while in hell, Wonder Woman begins to fall in love with Steve, but she wants him to return to his homeworld of Earth, basically. And she begins looking for a way to bring him back from the dead. And in the process, she finds a special spell. A spell that is very dangerous and requires a massive sacrifice. And Cersei warns her that unless she truly wishes for this, she then she'll help her, but this is a very dangerous spell. So Steve one day wanders to where he sees like this giant storm happening, and he
Mhm.
finds Wonder Woman and Cersei, who are performing a spell. And when he
Why is
looks,
she Wonder Woman if the one wondering is Steve?
the what?
Why is she Wonder Woman if the one wondering, according to your story, is Steve?
Because he's quite the wanderer.
No, 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 no.
But yeah, so he shows up and he sees Diana and Cersei working on the spell, and the sacrifice in which Diana gave in order to give Steve his life back was she cut off her own arm.
Oh,
So she sacrificed
wait,
her
what?
right arm in order to bring Steve back from the dead.
That was very nice of her.
Yeah, and because of that, Hephaestus decides to grant her a new arm. It's a mechanical arm,
Oh, hell yeah.
which I'm not gonna lie is kind of cool, but it's also kind of useless because Cersei actually teaches her a special spell in order to regrow her arm.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, you know, the gesture
the gesture was nice. The gesture was nice.
was
It was
nice.
really
Yeah,
kind.
yeah.
It lasted for a moment.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny because like I read it and I was like, oh, okay, so Hephaestus gave her an
Well,
arm. That's cool. But she can just regrow her arm.
you know.
That's also kind of weird. But technically, that arm isn't part of her. Like technically, it's like a weird. It's a spirit arm basically.
So she's like borrowing a dead person's arm, is that?
It's
Okay,
her arm, but
it's another prosthetic arm, but more magical thing to look like a real
Yeah, yeah.
arm.
it's more to her because, and the reason we find this out is because she fights this beast, this creature that if she touches it, it will instantly kill her.
Oh.
That's what?
And if the beast touches her, she will instantly die. So she goes into the fight trying to cut it apart, and it grabs her arm, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's grabbed her arm." But because it's her dead arm, it doesn't affect her. It just it just withers away and she escapes with her life.
Kind of cool though.
It is interesting. It is a nice little save for her.
Yeah.
Well, back to the Hephaestus arm.
The Hephaestus arm it's a nice gesture, but it's nothing special. It's basically it looks like Hephaestus just found some pipes and just kind of put them together and was like, "Yeah, there you go."
Listen, he was trying his best.
I mean, it's Hephaestus. You can give him a coin and you will have a
You'll get
working
something cool out
computer
of it.
somehow.
You'll get something cool out of it. And
Yeah.
she does say that although Hephaestus did give her this special arm, it's not going to be enough in order to defeat this monster. So she finds somebody who's basically a wit, like not a wit, like those people that do witchcraft and stuff. She basically finds somebody that's like that, borrows all of their supplies and regrows
Weakest?
her arm. Yeah, basically Wiccan. And it's actually kind of funny because she tells her that she's going to need to clean the room that she's in because the room is now covered in blood because of regrowing her arm.
Huh. Or store that for later use.
Store that for later use. But so
He's gonna be
she
part of the
has
lore?
so Wonder Woman, unlike in the normal Wonder Woman comics, she has 3 lassos: a red lasso, a blue lasso, and a green lasso. The red lasso is basically a lasso that's basically just punish Ghost Rider's penance stare.
Mhm.
It's if she wraps it around, if they feel the pain of all their sins, and then they don't die, but they do hate it and they give up basically. They just kind of like, all right, you win. Her blue lasso, though at this point in the comics I don't believe has been used, they do know what it does, and it's that if she wraps it around, she basically mind controls you.
Okay.
And I'll save the green lasso for later. So she also has a special sword that was also built by Hephaestus.
That is pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool looking sword. It's basically just a giant rectangle, but it's awesome. It's
Kind of like
basically like
Cloud
Cloud's.
Sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's basically
Yeah.
like Cloud's Buster sword. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's a nice little sword. Um,
But what about the invisible jet?
Oh, true.
she does not actually. She's got something better.
That's so goofy. I always forget about that.
I know.
Define better.
She has a dead Pegasus,
And
That
an
one.
undead Pegasus.
an undead one. Only Wonder Woman took Cloud's Buster sword confirmed. Facts, Omni, facts.
Hi, Omni.
Hi, Omni. But
Yeah,
yes. So she has she doesn't have the invisible jet, but she does have a Pegasus that was gifted to her by what is his name? It's the Prometheus. It was gifted to her by Prometheus because when her mother was making the green lasso, they used um his blood in order to make the lasso. And as a gift for freeing him, because she basically cuts his chains from hell in order to free him. So as a gift for freeing him and giving him time to kind of rest from the birds that were eating him, he resurrects a Pegasus from the dead, and it's basically like this. It's a bone Pegasus basically. It looks so cool. I like it, and she uses that to fly around.
That is really cool looking.
It's a really nice one, right? Um, so this beast is about to attack Coast City, and she decides, okay, I know how I'm gonna damage him. So she basically uses her sword, uses a special spell that makes it a giant sword, like even bigger than it was before, and it basically cuts this beast in half, kinda. It doesn't pierce all the way
Mhm.
through, but it does give it enough time for them to buy some time. And then finally, we are revealed what the green lasso is and how it works. Oh, you okay, Omni? What happened? So Wonder Woman wraps the green lasso around her arm, prays to the gods for a moment, and it transforms her into Medusa.
Oh.
So basically, the green lasso allows her to transform into any beast that she wishes. However, in the process, she forgets who she is.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Only
Omni.
she?
Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Omni.
Only Wonder Woman will forget.
Yeah, only Wonder Woman forgets who she is. But so she becomes Medusa, turns this monster to stone, and then she starts to go on a rampage into Ghost City. But
Aw.
luckily, through the power of love, Steve talks to her, and she remembers who she is, and she's able to transform back into Diana. And
The
Diana is like, "All
Deus
right,
Ex Machina,
basically."
no longer
So
realistic. Bring back the muscle Batman.
back to muscle Batman. So Wonder Woman and Steve are talking on the beach. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna be the new protector for this world. And then Hades is like, nah, think again, and takes her back to hell. He pulls her in and is like, all right, I want you to fight in my arena. And when you fight in my arena, then we'll see about letting you go. So she goes on this huge war, this beatdown on a bunch of different monsters in Hades' arena. However, her mother had already planned for this to happen eventually. Circe was told by the gods that by one of the gods that eventually one day she was going to lose her daughter and that she may never be able to return to hell. So they give Circe a book that in the story that they gave her, it is supposed to give her it is supposed to tell her that this is how you're going to escape from hell. So the story goes that once upon a time, long ago, there was a beautiful princess, and she fell in love with a handsome young man who was not a prince. When her father, the king, realized this, he sent the princess's young suitor to the arena. The king said it was a place that allowed the gods alone to decide someone's fate, but everyone knew that was less true than he claimed. In the arena, the young suitor would face two doors. Behind one door was a beautiful young woman to be his wife, and the promise of a long and happy life. Behind the other was a tiger and certain death. But the princess, still very much in love, had told her suitor she would discover which door held freedom and signal this to him so that he might live. But then the princess learned that the beautiful young woman behind the door was someone she was deeply jealous of, a woman who the suitor had once loved and who the princess had long hated. And a choice that had been painful but relatively easy on the face of it suddenly felt like the worst kind of punishment the young princess could imagine. Sending her love off to be happy with someone else while she remained trapped and alone, she could imagine no fate more painful. And in the morning, when the suitor stood before the princess tipped her head almost imperceptibly in one direction to indicate which door the suitor should choose. And so he did. And that's the end of the story. And Circe would tell this story to Diana as she grew up over and over again until finally um, the day finally came when Circe had to make the same choice. She had to give up her daughter.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, so far Wonder Woman has it easy comparing it to Superman and Batman.
Honestly, yes, she actually
Yeah,
does.
she definitely has the
She
easiest
actually
upbringing.
does have a very much easier life compared
She
to
she
Batman
cannot
and
even
Superman.
she cannot even have an upgrade. What the
Yeah.
what?
And it's only gonna get even worse because let me tell you this. So Cersei has to give up her daughter, and
Unless you tell me she's the villain, I don't see how this is
no, no, no. Let me tell you how it gets more like she's like the favorite of this universe for some reason. So, Cersei ticks her head to the door that is certain to lead her to Earth. However, Little did they know, little did Hades and Circe know that Hades' wife was secretly uh, giving Diana the pomegranate seeds that allow her to travel between heaven and hell, or between hell and earth. So she is forced to constantly come back every few months in order to take the pomegranate seeds. So Hades is then outmaneuvered and is like, "Well, fuck you then. I'm gonna figure something out. I'll tell you what," and he leaves. So the choice that
Oh,
was originally supposed to be sad and was supposed to be Cersei giving up her daughter turned out to not be that either.
Who was it who
Because
created
Wonder
this
Woman,
universe again? Was it Doomsday?
Dark Side, Dark Side
Darkseid?
created this.
Quick
And,
question. Quick
yeah,
question. Kind of important.
I
Did Darkseid sympathy for Diana in any
I
way?
feel like he did, and honestly, yeah, like, but I will say I still do love the Wonder Woman book. It is still a
can we
very
blame
good book.
Darkseid really though?
You're right. Like, to be fair, he made her kind of cool. She's like got
Yeah,
tattoos and everything. Basically turned her from normal Wonder Woman to goth Wonder Woman. So can we blame
would love it. Can we blame him? We
And
really blame him on for Dark.
actually, in the upcoming issues, Batman and Wonder Woman will be crossing over finally. They will finally meet each other
Ooh,
I mean, so
because
far she's the only one that is able to keep pets.
turns out
because
Darkseid
yeah.
has good taste. Exactly, Omni. Exactly. But yeah. So yeah. Uh, as of this moment, Diana's dealing with Coast City problems. Um, but this, who knows where the story may lead. We are still yet to see where that goes. So that brings us to our next hero, the Flash.
Okay, Flash, unluckily, is one of those heroes that either you do it so perfectly that people goes like, I like it this, not that I love this, I like this, or you do it so bad that people hate it no matter what.
Well, let me tell you, I like it. I think they did this Flash justice. Because in this universe, Barry Allen is not the Flash.
Hmm.
In this
Wally West?
universe, Wally West is the Flash.
Okay.
So Wally West is a military brat that is forced to move from military base to military base, not knowing that his dad, the colonel, has like this special job, and he eventually becomes best friends with Barry Allen, who is a scientist on the colonel's team. Um, Wally is having a hard time because his dad is just has closed himself off since his mother's death, and he hates him. He hates his own dad, and it's just a hard life for him. Like, he just doesn't. He is basically just that teenage angst that's going on.
Yeah.
What a face.
But that
What a
teenage
face,
angst
Dad.
is about to go on a full man most wanted spree because Wally decides that he's going to sneak out, and he escapes into Barry's lab because Barry had seen that Wally is a very smart young man, and he wanted to learn more about like what Barry was doing. So he sneaks down into the lab, and he sees Barry is about to perform a test. Little does he know that this test has been uh, sabotaged by an unknown person, and in the process it causes the
I
machine
blame
to
certain yellow
explode.
guy. I blame it on certain yellow guy.
We'll see. We'll see.
Eh,
It was
So
me, Barry.
it was me, Barry. But no, so Barry dies. He is
oh
obliterated,
shit.
turned to a skeleton in front of Wally.
And so Barry just fucking dies.
No, Barry dies. He is gone. And Wally goes on a run. He is now wanted because of his superpowers, And this is when Flash's Rogue Gallery enters the picture because they work for the military. We've got Captain Cold, Boomerang, and pretty much all of his villains are now chasing after him, except for one. And this is the one that is secretly watching things from far away and that may or may not have had something to do with Barry Allen's death. Mirror Master is pulling the strings from the shadows. And unfortunately, that's one of the few heroes that does not have a full-on graphic novel yet, so I'm still trying to get my hands on the different issues, but it's kind of hard to get them
Yeah.
because all of the Absolute comics are huge sellers right now. They are huge.
I've heard it's pretty popular right now.
It's a huge thing. After the Superman movie came out, kids are looking for a new comics to read, and this was the perfect thing for them because these are brand new stories. They don't have to be invested with the original superheroes anymore. These are theirs now, basically.
Yeah.
So moving on, let's look at our favorite Martian Manhunter, who is not the same Martian Manhunter that you will remember from the cartoons.
Oh, this is trippy.
Oh, it's super trippy. Martian
I
Manhunter
like it.
is not the normal Martian Manhunter. In fact, his human side is a completely separate entity. In
Well, he's
this,
Martian.
Oh.
mhm, the Martian is separate, and so is his human side. His human side was in a massive explosive accident that allowed this right on me, that allowed the Martian to basically enter his mind. And now the two of them are mended together, but he doesn't really know this yet. He's still figuring it out because the entire time he's trying to figure out who set up this bomb and why. So he's basically doing detective things, but as he goes on, he starts to realize he can smell people's thoughts, he can see their thoughts, he can hear their thoughts, everything. He can smell, see any sort of spectrum of color. He's basically high the entire time. It's crazy.
Oh,
And
poor dude.
there's a reason why I put in the center that panel,
Mhm.
and it is because the entire book plays with light. So, that panel on one side, if you're not showing any light, it just shows the detective. Then when you flip it over, it has the Martian on the other side.
No,
However,
it's kind of neat.
when you hold that panel up to light, it layers them, and you're able to read, "We are the Martian Mindhunter."
That's such a cool way of doing that.
Yeah, it's really interesting and it's so trippy. So at this moment, again, this is another one that I haven't been able to get very many issues of, because as of this moment, the top books that everyone's reading are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Martian Manhunter, Flash, and then Green Lantern.
Mhm.
So I've been having a difficult time getting the Martian Manhunter books, but it is still definitely an interesting one, and it's so crazy. So yeah, that's Martian Manhunter. He's basically a detective, and to my knowledge, they still haven't actually shown him use any of his superpowers yet, so who knows? Who knows where that
Okay.
goes?
Interesting to see what they'll be like.
So next, this one is my personal favorite, like actually my personal favorite. The Green Lantern. But it's not just the Green Lantern. If you know the Green Lantern comic books, you'll also know the name Black Hand. And Black Hand
Oh.
is a villain. He's one of the most important villains. However, it doesn't entirely seem like in this universe Black Hand will be a full-on villain. It seems like he's going to be an anti-hero. So in this
Okay.
one, Green Lantern isn't just your typical Hal Jordan finds the body of Abin Sur and becomes a Green Lantern. No, no. In this one, it's a full-on sci-fi horror, basically.
So,
Oh, okay.
wouldn't an absolute comic of Green Lantern work if Cruz lose her fight?
If what?
Yeah. If Cruz, I forgot the full name.
Which one? Wait, which character?
Green Lantern.
Hal
Cruz.
Jordan?
Cross. No, no, the girl.
The girl?
Yeah, the
Let's
Latina.
see.
The one that gave out her life for preserving the actual life of the Green
Oh, yes, yes,
Lanterns.
yes, 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 yes.
Otherwise, they have kind of like a limited time per of use of the power.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the absolute version if she lose?
Well, in this absolute version, there isn't even a ring.
Huh.
In this strange universe, Abin Sur seems to be the only Green Lantern creature that exists.
What
And
about the planet?
it doesn't exist. At least not to anyone's knowledge yet. He shows up on Earth. Hal Jordan, um, John, and pretty much every Green Lantern character, any main character Green Lantern, except for Kyle. Kyle Reiner has not been shown yet. Live in this small town. Guy Gardner is a sheriff. Hal is just some young punk kid who's just chilling, and John and his girlfriend here are both doctors. But something strange happens because suddenly they watch as these motorcycle gang shows up and they kind of just drive in and they're like watching it happen. Then they watch as another half of the motorcycle gang shows up and crashes into a wall of basically nothing.
Okay.
And when they go out to see what's wrong, they look up at the sky and there's Abin Sur with the symbol of the Green Lantern kind of floating above them, kind of quarantining their little town for some reason. And so he goes down and he says that he's there to basically judge them, basically figure out what spectrum of light each one of them is. And everyone's doesn't know what's happening. They've been quarantined by this alien creature. And then the alien creature just kills Guy Gardner and pretty much all the police officers in the town.
No.
Like he
Okay.
just goes in and just cuts off their heads and stuff.
Just straight up goes for it. No.
And Hal freaks out, grabs a gun from one of the police officers, and is ready to shoot Abin Sur, but Abin Sur looks at him, and then John pulls him away, and the three regroup to figure out what's going on. So then when they finally do, they try to talk to Abin Sur, but once again, Hal Jordan freaks out, points a gun at Abin Sur, and Abin Sur grabs his hand and turns his hand into the Black Hand.
Ooh, okay.
So then later, Hal is walking alone on this desert road, walking by himself, when this officer pulls over and is talking to him, freaks out thinking he has a weapon, and then you just see that this officer is now just buried into the ground, and Hal is just continues
Shit.
walking.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
And then he goes to a diner. The news is showing this strange thing that has happened in the small town that Hal had just been in. He says that whatever is happening, it's true. They all look at him, they freak out, and he's all like, the alien gave me some kind of weapon. And they're like, well, you better show it. And he's like, I don't want to, and I can't. And they
Well, why believe it? Why nobody go like, were you drinking or
I
doing
have
something?
They think he's nuts, and they all freak out. One guy grabs him, but the Black Hand sees him as a threat, wraps that man's entire body in a black essence, and just kills him.
Oh.
Then, from under the counter, the lady that's working behind the counter pulls out a gun, shoots Hal in the side, and the Black Hand just loses it and just kills everybody in the diner.
That was a terrible idea, but
And Hal is thinking, finally, I've been shot. Hopefully, I can finally die. But then
yeah,
the Black Hand just heals him.
it kind of reminds me of Venom a little bit. Like you see
It's
parallels.
definitely that Venom vibe, and the entire comic, it's
Yeah.
so cool. I like it. I like it because it's a very strange sci-fi horror mystery thing that's going on with the series. But on top of
Mhm.
that, it's drawn in an anime style. So
Ooh,
it's
okay.
very anime-esque and it's very fun. And I've been enjoying it. Like I actually was able to get issues 4 and 5. I haven't gotten issue 3, which is actually kind of disappointing because in issue 2, he's been he at the end of issue 2, he started to kind of lose his mind. Like Hal was talking to his friend and
Mhm.
she's like, "Hey, you never gave John back the gun." And he shows his hand. He pulls out his hand, that's the Black Hand, and he puts his fingers into the shape of a gun, and then it just morphs into a gun. And his eyes are no longer his normal brown hazel eyes. They turn into like a black with a white hue thing to it. And he's just
Ooh.
kind of talking a strange thing. And I was flipping since I haven't gotten my hands on issue 3. I haven't read 4 and 5 yet, but it looks like John may not be dead entirely because he hasn't been seen since the town. But he teleports the girl and Hal to this weird like pocket dimension,
Okay.
and he has a chat with him, but he seems like some kind of basically like a White Lantern.
Right.
So far, sorry, but so far it feels like there is no Green Lanterns in this kind of story. It's more like a Hal Jordan never got picked by the ring
Well,
or
there
the
is a
thing
Green
and
Lantern.
somehow found a symbiote.
Basically, because Abin grabbed him and did that to him. But there is a Green Lantern, and it's the girl. She was engaged, and she had a wedding band that they then
Bruce,
infused the power that Abin seemed to have into that ring. So now she
was
has
it
the
Bruce?
power. But that was the reason why John kind of teleported them into this pocket world, so that way they can have like a discussion.
Hmm.
And from what I've seen in a different comic, it seems like that little discussion went really well. So Hal and her seem to still be on the same side. So that's why I have it to where like Black Hand is in question mark. It has a question mark because it's uncertain whether or not Black Hand is a hero in this world.
Okay.
So yes. All right, I'm gonna be right back because I gotta give my dog his medication. But next we're gonna talk about the Justice League in this world, and let me tell you, the Justice League is crazy.
Stidosic?
Justice League.
I'll be right
Okay.
back.
I'll quickly take this opportunity for a bathroom break. I'll be RB.
Okay.
I am back.
Hi, back and the good appearance.
Minty is still in bathroom break.
Yep.
Woogie. Look at Army party. Why are you pissed, Rory?
See, that's chairs, that's skies, that's rain.
Tell me how full it is. Minty's not here. Minty's in the bathroom. Minty's using the piss drawer right now.
That is kind
Come
of
on.
making
Welcome
took
back.
that
Omni
all.
wants to know how
all
full his
blue.
piss drawer is.
Oh, that's a solid 98%, I think.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So we're back, and we're about to talk about the Justice League.
Oh yeah. Before we go, another question. Wouldn't for Flash, wouldn't a read countermeasure for Flash to make him quote unquote absolute, as in everything's more difficult for the heroes? Wouldn't it have been more interesting to say the Flash
Free Yoda.
is still Flash, but no longer having the Speed Force protection?
So at this moment, we don't know what's powering him. Hi, Zev. We actually don't know what's powering him at this moment. We haven't
So-
discovered any of like his abilities yet, at least not to my knowledge. We don't know what it is, and the reason why his life is a little bit more difficult than the original Flash is because this is a child that is now on the run and being hunted by the government. So,
Yeah, but can we agree that Speed Force protection is stupidly broken?
it's for somebody that like knows how to use it. This is like you have to remember this is a child that is given the power of like that's given. Basically, think of it like they just gave a child the keys to a supercar.
Yeah, but to give you an example of the typical protection of the Speed Force, if you have a speedster, let's say Superman, if he goes very quick, he catch friction in the air. Therefore, he's gonna burn himself a bit or burn everything in his trajectory. But if you have a speedster with the Speed Force protection, the law of physics does not apply.
Well, you know what? I'm not the one that wrote him. I can't tell you. I can't give you those answers. But I can say that at this moment, since he doesn't really know how his powers work, he does seem like he doesn't have that same protection because he does. It looks like he runs out of like he runs out of energy pretty quickly.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So we
So
have.
it's
So like I said,
not a
I would love
consumption.
to answer more, but I
Not enough
still
info so far.
no, unfortunately. And like I said, like his are actually really difficult for me to find, even though he's not like one of like the top four characters. I still cannot get my hands on any of his like I wasn't able to get my hands on the second issue for his either.
Is Tangia working? I see Seb doing a Yoda thingy, but I
It
don't see
it,
the
it,
Yoda.
it, it worked. It worked. He floated in. He floated in, gave me a drum roll and everything. I was like, I was like, Minty, did you bring this with you? Because I always see them in your chat.
Also, hi Seb.
It's
Hi,
Jeff.
Seb.
Let me read. Let me doing it too. It's so good.
Hey Seb, just
Yeah.
saying. Banana.
I actually
No.
really do love the Flash comic. It was actually it's because of the fact that it's so hard for me to get them. I'm actually so sad because I actually really 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 loved the Flash. The way that his story is, it gripped me and I was like, fuck, I can't find a second issue.
Oh.
Mm.
So, let's talk about this new Justice League. As we know, our usual Justice League players are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and obviously pretty much everyone. Oh, you've been using the app for him? I should probably use it.
Depending on the version, also Shazam.
Also Shazam. However, if we remember what Darkseid said, this world.
Wait, where's Aquaman?
Hmm?
Where's Aquaman?
Aquaman? You know what? We have not actually seen an Aquaman character yet.
Oh, really? I'm surprised for that.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm also surprised now that you've brought it up. Yeah, he did not get his own book. So far the only
He's
heroes
not.
that have their own book are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and Martian Manhunter.
Maybe at a later date.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I hope so. It'd actually be very interesting to see what they do with like pretty much every
Yeah,
super.
yeah.
They actually in Wonder Woman they actually very recently introduced Absolute Zatanna.
Oh shit. Okay. I
And
like
they
Satana.
basically gave her like a Hannibal Lecter-esque kind of thing because she's strapped to a table.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yes, it was a single panel. I have not. That's one of the books that was like that I haven't been able to find. But yeah, that was like a huge thing. So
I'm now imagining, when like Anthony Hopkins does like the weird tongue thing and he goes, bloody.
It's just
But I'm
picturing
imagining that
Satana.
with Katana and Black Canary.
I cannot see it now.
Yes. All right. So let's talk about our Justice League. If we remember, Darkseid said that pretty much heroes are not in charge of this world.
Hmm.
So here are our Justice League members. Our first member, Ra's al Ghul.
Okay.
I put pictures side by side of Absolute Ra's al Ghul and normal Ra's al Ghul because I put it for all of them because some characters nobody has seen their supervillain forms yet.
Okay.
So Raish is the owner and CEO basically of the Lazarus Corp, who is basically like this huge mining operation that is mining the planet of everything and doing a bunch of different corrupt things in third world countries. And of course, the Peacemaker group is basically under his command. And he is clashing with Superman most of the time now, which is very interesting. I
It's
don't know
quite an
why they
interesting
changed
take
it.
on it.
It is an interesting
Because
take.
Superman always fights a rich guy. And if Lex Luthor is not rich in this universe, then he's gonna fight
Oh,
He's gonna
the
true.
fight
next
some
rich
rich
guy.
guy. He'll find a
True.
rich man and he'll beat the shit out of him. So yeah, as of this moment, Raish has gotten into the fight a couple times, but nothing definitive yet.
He's so ripped compared to the other version as well.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
no, he's a beast in this one too. Our next member, the Joker. And if you look on the left side, you'll see Joker's not the same Joker we're playing with in the comic
Okay.
books. This Joker is a legitimate monster. We have yet to see his animalistic traits yet, but it has
The
been
Joker has
hinted
been
at.
playing Balladra.
It seems like he's got like this Jekyll and Hyde thing going on, but like
Mm.
what is it called? But one that's actually loyal to the actual book, where it's not like two different personalities, it's just him being evil with like a different look.
Is that a xenomorph tongue?
He's got a weird tongue. He's got this creepy thing going. They have yet to actually have him clash with Batman, but I believe they've been hinting that in the next few issues, Joker's gonna start getting in the fight.
I
So
think it's like a gargoyle.
He's a creepy man. He's a creepy monster,
Mm,
both in his monster
like it.
form and his human form, because the center picture is actually what Joker looks like most of the time.
Okay.
And
I do like that
unlike
they have like the
you're
sorry.
right, he looks very professional. And
They
unlike
fit
the
this super
Joker
long
from
face, yeah.
the unlike the Joker from Prime DC, he actually doesn't like jokes.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's he's a very serious person. He hates when people joke around or goof off.
Now, why the name?
Just to piss him off. They literally just nicknamed him Joker just because
By
he's
pure
the
irony.
opposite. Yeah, out of pure irony, just to kind of be like, basically they're rage baiting him. But I wouldn't rage bait him. Look at that thing. He's a freaking scary looking thing. But the Joker in this world is much smarter than the normal Joker. It seems like he's been the
It's
one that's
Batman.
been pulling the strings from the shadows this whole time, basically using a shadow government that has been doing all kinds of different things. So I brought up in the Batman section that there's a Arc M, and the
Mhm.
reason that's called Arc M is not because it's obviously a reference to Arkham Asylum, but
Yeah.
this is one of many different facilities. There's an Arc A, B, C, D, and M is the largest. And it's the one that Joker has been working out of and been working through Gotham for many, many years now. So he has like this whole thing going. It's very dark shadow government work where he's basically kidnapping people in the night in order to do different sort of experiments and do weird things to them. It is a crazy place. And in that group, Mr. Freeze is a member, Bane is a member, and Black Mask was basically like their criminal like organizer. Basically, he's basically like the guy that they send in order to destabilize governments.
Hefty roll.
He's a much different character in this. Kind of normal. He's kind of normal Bruce, like in a way too rich and trained with the League of Assassins. Really? I did not know that would make sense considering that Raish and them seem to know pretty much every villain knows each other. Like they have like this
So
little
he's
meeting
not
of
a
minds.
communist in this story, he's a capitalist.
But yeah, no, he's major capitalist in this story. He's an interesting character, and I'm excited to see where they go. But this is a character that they have been kind of keeping hidden. They've kind of just been that Joker monster. That was just a cover. That was just a cover. He didn't actually come out in the issue. So we have yet to see Joker in an actual fight, but he has been
I like
hinted
this
at.
concept though.
But will he laugh?
We'll see. Yeah, he's basically the shadow figure in the Batman universe right now. Now we're talking about Hawkman. And I have to say, I really hate Hawkman in this book.
No.
I actually hate him with a
I,
passion.
I never liked a Hawkman story to begin
No.
with.
No,
Can't be a favorite.
I've never been a fan, but I hate him even more because he's basically a sellout.
Oh, okay.
So he's been a metahuman for like since World War II, I think. I think it was that they talked about him. And he was all like, I still want to keep doing good. So, what do you want me to do? And they were like, oh, bet. We can make you do whatever we want. And so he became basically a mercenary for Lazarus Corp.
Oh, cool. Neat. Okay.
Yeah, and
Ah,
you see that body that he's carrying in that picture?
yeah.
That's Green Arrow.
Oh, okay.
So they introduced the Justice League in a one shot called Absolute Evil,
Hmm.
and it starts off with um with Oliver Queen talking about he wants to start doing good. He hates that he has so much money but doesn't do anything with it. He wants to make a difference. And then it cuts to the entire villain squad meeting up, and one of them is like, "Oh, Oliver's just full of shit. He's not going to do shit, right?" Well, then they're like, "Yeah, well, we need to be more proactive about our metahumans, so bring in our asset." And Hawkman walks in and throws Ollie's body on a table, and he's got like a giant hole in his head from where the mace hit him.
Oh, it's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It's so fucked.
But you consider Green Arrow a metahuman.
I wouldn't consider him a metahuman, but they
He's talented,
saw
right?
yeah, he's talented, but they definitely saw him as like a possible threat, and they killed him before he could become a real threat.
Mm.
Which I was actually really disappointed in, because I was like, "Oh, cool, are we gonna see absolute
It's kind of
Green
stuck,
Arrow?"
yeah.
No, dies, gone.
It's one
Maybe
way
an
of cleaning up.
Artemis, a, a, a quick boy.
I was really disappointed with the way Oliver died in this. I was like, wow, okay. So yeah, Oliver. So yeah, that's how they introduce him. Basically, I really hate him. I really hate him because he's just a sellout. Like it really pissed me off that he sold out so easily. It's
It's
like, bruh.
on fucking site.
I
Although
mean,
they
have you
do
seen
hint. Hmm?
you know how they portray Hawkman in the comics?
Yeah.
He just there because if I don't do this, then they're gonna do something to my place, and I want my place intact. So he's just doing out
Yeah.
of self
Yeah.
interest.
Basically. Yeah.
And basically, he's only with the Justice League because of Hawkgirl, not because he wants to be there.
Oh yeah. No. Facts. I've actually, to be fair, I've never liked Hawkman, mostly because of Hawkman being a dick in the Justice League animated show. And when I read this and Hawkman showed up and threw Ollie's body like that, I was like, wow, I hate you even more now. You're just trash. You're just a trash sellout. Kind of lame. I'd like to see some heroes become villains, but not like a sellout kind of way. Yeah, they haven't really said how he did it, but it just seems like he works for Lazarus Corp, so I assume he's got a nice big paycheck. He wears a Black Hawk Squadron style uniform too, which is interesting since removing the golden eight. Oh, that's true, huh?
The symbol on the chest kind of remind me
Hmm.
of Thundercats.
Yeah, you know what? Before I realized that he was like a DC character or like a DC Comics character, I actually thought he was like a thing from the Thundercats.
I still love the Thundercats.
I love the Thundercats. I remember when they made that reboot on Cartoon Network. I was like, that's so cool.
I don't think I ever watched that.
I liked it. His
Oh,
gauntlet was like it used to shrink and would then when he would put it on, it was like metal claws. It looked cool. I liked it.
if Hawkman exists, then implicitly with his lore, Hawkgirl exists.
Yeah, basically, but again, like I said, these are still very early stages, so we have yet
Okay,
to
no
see
Hawkgirl yet.
we have yet to see an Aquaman, we have yet to see a Hawkgirl, we have yet to see any other heroes besides mainline ones. I mean, Harley Quinn was barely introduced, I think, about a month ago. And the same with Zatanna. She was also introduced about a month ago. So we are still definitely in the dark with a lot of characters. Like we don't know who's alive because obviously they just killed Green Arrow. They literally just said fuck him.
I'm just gonna go ahead and assume all the sidekicks, future heroes are not gonna be here.
We don't know yet. Again, one of the things that's interesting is that Harley Quinn is a leader of a gang called the Red Hood Gang, which they could have a chance that maybe some members
Quote
are.
unquote Red Hood.
Yeah, quote unquote Red Hood. There could be orphan kids in it. We don't know. Depends on how much lore they bring too. Hawkman has Egyptian and alien origins with reincarnation. Yeah. Yeah. That's also very true. It also just depends on where they go with it. For all we know, this could even be like it could also be like a reincarnated version of Hawkman. They probably just killed the original one, reincarnated him and then tricked him into being a villain. So who knows? Who knows where they'll go with him? But yeah, so that's our other member of the Justice League. Then we have Veronica Cale, who is normally a friend to Wonder Woman, but she doesn't like Wonder Woman in this
Oh.
in this world. She's actually very anti Wonder Woman. Veronica
Aw.
Cale is basically the one that called the meeting to order to talk about the wild meta humans and heroes that are going around. There's actually a scene where they talk about different heroes, and one of them is they talk about Wildcat from that was a Gotham hero.
Okay.
And Wildcat's also a fucking sellout, which pissed me off too.
No.
He took a bribe. He took a bribe from Joker's group. He stopped being a hero, and a bunch of people
Why is it
died.
so easy?
I don't know. I really
fuck?
don't. But it's actually kind of funny because they actually reference the fact that in Batman's book, in his first arc, they offered him money too. They offered him, I think,
Okay.
1 billion or $1 million in Bitcoin.
Fucking Bitcoin.
Literally Bitcoin. Literally Bitcoin.
Which I think is kind of ruining the thing. Yeah, right. It's an interesting thing. A lot of the Golden Age characters seem to just be sellouts or something. Except for one, Sandman actually was not a sellout. They fucking murked him.
Oh.
But
Just one or
but
the
yeah.
other.
So in reference to the fact that they could bribe Wildcat, they actually brought in Black Mask offered him money, and Bruce took it. He did take it.
But what? Wait. What happened with the actual seller? What happened with Gold Booster?
Booster
You
Gold?
say
Nobody
they
knows.
didn't
He's
get Booster Gold,
Again, Booster Gold is still unknown. They have not talked about him.
but in this universe, he's
They
not
in
gonna be a
this
sellout.
we don't
I
know.
will believe he's gonna be a sellout.
I would believe that he might
Indeed.
be a sellout too. But again, at this moment, the only Booster Gold in existence in that universe is our Booster Gold, the Prime Booster Gold. So we don't know
The
anything.
missing one.
Yeah, we don't know about the missing one, and we don't know about the absolute one. But yeah, so they offered Bruce the money. Bruce takes it, and then he puts it. So in the zoo, they actually put like a memorial light that symbolize that's like that they turn on every year as a memorial to the people that died at the zoo shooting.
Hmm.
And that year they weren't going to turn it on because they were like, we're going to be strong because Batman's a dick. Fuck Batman. And so Batman took all of the money in cash, put it in the shape of a bat. Then he, what is it? Black Mask was like, so did you get the money? He's like, yeah, and I already used it. He's like, oh yeah, what'd you spend it on? And he's all like, this is what I did. And he actually got his hands on the thing that turns on the light, and he turns it on, and it made a giant bat symbol, and it burned all the cash.
Amazing.
And
Wait.
Batman was like, that's my answer. And he just started beating the shit out of a bunch of Black Mask's goons.
That makes me think of
That
Joker
Joker
from
moment.
Dark Knight.
Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking that one.
It seems
See,
like
wait,
in
what?
this universe, Batman and Joker have kind of like they've
Switched.
switched, except Bruce is still like very serious. He's not a fun
Yeah.
guy. But
Is
everything
Bruce
else
a communist in this one?
is Bruce a what?
Is Bruce a communist in this one?
I like 'em hot and arrogant.
Oh no,
I mean, I'm saying,
Also into furries.
I'm saying jokingly, but it will be more like socialism in nowadays. But the Joker in many comics and in many shows jokingly says, "What do you mean like a communist? I am a communist." But since he always jokes, you can never take that answer seriously.
Yeah, so he is definitely more of a for the people kind of thing. So we don't, who knows? He might be secretly a communist. But yeah, so Veronica Cale is basically the leader. She's the one that basically brought all these villains together to be the Justice League, their version of Justice League. And then we have Hector Hammond, who, if you watch the really shitty Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie, you'll know that he's the
Oh.
dude with the weird yellow head.
I mean, it wasn't
Get blockbuster that
Interesting movie.
movie
I'm not
out.
gonna say it was good, but it was interesting.
It was definitely interesting. It wasn't the best, but it was definitely something. But yes, at this moment Hector Hammond is in the series, but doesn't have any sort of lantern power yet, so we don't know whether or not he's going to be like basically this world's Sinestro or something. So who knows? He's also in the dark. He's definitely following along with the Green Lanterns with trying to figure out what they're up to. He thinks that he's taking care of it, which I assume is in a issue that I do not have. But he then finds out in Absolute Evil that no, they're actually okay. They're fine. They're still roaming the desert.
We know
So,
about any other villains so far.
they did, yeah, Seb. I was talking about that, and I've been really enjoying it. I love that that Hal Jordan is the Black Hand.
I don't know. I mean, beyond the Batman villains that we already mentioned, beyond the Ra's al Ghul, skipping the ones we already talked about, are there any other villains?
Other villains, at this moment, there's not. There's pretty much the only known villains that people know about at this moment are pretty much anyone that's come out in the comics. And
Okay.
we don't know which villains are out yet, which ones are around. To be fair, Batman's villains like Penguin, Two-Face and them, they haven't become they've been deformed and they've been forced to basically portray their prime counterparts, but they haven't done anything villainous yet. Even Croc hasn't done anything villainous. He actually helped Batman fight Bane.
Okay, not fleshed out yet.
Yeah, there's still a lot of fleshing out to do with this universe. It's still very early in their years. Like um the ones that have gone on the longest so far have been Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman. Um Pretty
Especially
much
Wonder Woman.
especially Wonder Woman. But at this moment like Flash, Manhunter and Green Lantern are barely on their 8th issue if I remember correctly. So even their stuff is still not fully fleshed out yet.
The one that convinced me the least so far is Flash.
Like I said, I was interested in Flash because I like the idea that it's not. I like the idea that it's not Barry Allen. I like the idea that it's this child that's still having a hard time. Like he already felt
Yeah.
ostracized as a child with his dad being like this colonel, and now he's wanted by the government. So it's like that's a shit life right there.
Um, what was the name of this one? Do you know Impulse? I think was the name.
Impulse.
Yeah,
Yes.
among the speedsters. He was the the grandchild I
Oh
don't remember if we
yeah.
if Wally West or Barry Allen, but he was from an alternative future because he never existed.
Hmm. Yeah. Like I said,
So,
we don't know.
but
He's
his story
definitely up
was
there.
that he was a speedster, but the longer he runs, the less time he has in the current time,
Yeah.
and he legit ran out of time and stopped existing.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what he does. We'll see what's out there for some of these characters because again, even these villains that are in the Justice League have not fully been fleshed out to the point that we know everything. The ones that have gotten the most action so far um have been Ra's al Ghul and Joker. They're the ones that have gotten the most action. And even then Joker hasn't even seen that much action. It's literally just that he's been seen as a shadow government guy existing.
So far, the two that I have a bit of expectations to see how do they take an attempt on them is gonna be Shazam, Aquaman, and Hawker.
I am interested to
And
see where they go. One of the ones that I'm also interested in is Blue Beetle.
Hmm.
Just because
they're gonna use Blue Beetle.
I don't know yet, but I am curious. I am interested to see if they decide how much of the absolute universe is going to be like a thing. Like I don't know how many heroes, if they're going to keep it to just these six, or if they're going to try and branch out with more. Because Blue Beetle is definitely one that they could definitely do something with. But who knows? Who knows where they're going? So our next hero is Eleanor Thawne, who may or may not be the Reverse Flash
Gil
for this world.
Barton.
They this one in this universe, it's a woman, so we don't know if
It was
she's
me,
gonna.
Barry.
It was me, Barry. We don't know. Eleanor, and to my knowledge, Eleanor made her first appearance also in Absolute Evil. So the only thing that we know is that she's one of the people that was in charge of Barry and the Colonel, um, and Colonel West's little project, and she's the one that sent out the basically the rogue gallery for Flash, but she's barely made anything. She's barely done anything, at least to my knowledge.
Okay, I don't know the full story of Eo Barton. I just know he's from the future. So Eleanor Tom could be the great grandmother of Eon.
It could be, or she could also be a time traveler. But again, she still needs a little bit more fleshing out, at least to my knowledge. Again, I have issue 8, but I really don't want to read anything too far ahead yet, just because I don't know the context of what's happening in the comics right now.
That's fair.
Impulse was Bart.
Impulse was
Who's,
Bart.
Ba-
Are you seeing?
who's Bart?
I actually I had a little dyslexia moment and I read that as Brat. I was like, huh? I mean, he is because I remember him from what was it? Young Justice, and I was like, I hate him. I hate this child. Kick the child in the face, please. They showed Eobard in the past, so it's a reverse of that. Oh, interesting.
So someone in the future or present became a speedster and go to the past to create Eo Barton.
It looks like it. So I'm in. Like I said, Flash is one of those that I was really interested in. I just haven't been able to find any issues, and I really want to get them because I do. I was actually hooked by it. But yeah, so Eleanor Thawne is another member, and then there's actually silent partners in the Justice League.
Oh.
Our first silent partner is Mirror Master. Mirror
Wasn't
Master.
he a villain?
He is a villain, and he's not. He's So he's a silent partner in the Justice League. He was there at the meeting, but nobody knew he was there because he was working with a different villain that's also a silent partner in the Justice League. Um, in this universe, obviously, Mirror Master. I touched on this briefly. It did seem like Mirror Master has some sort of interest um in Barry Allen's research, and he did visit where the explosion did happen in for Barry Allen. So who knows if it's that he was part of the reason why the experiment failed and killed Barry, or if he's just an interested party in what Barry was working in. So at this moment,
No
yeah.
shenanigans of mirror dimension, right?
Hmm. Yeah, and that's exactly what our next villain in the silent partnership here has been using to his advantage with a Brainiac. This is another character that I kind of touched a little bit briefly when we were talking about Superman's thing. Brainiac has been working from the shadows as well, working with he's been working with with Lazarus Corp, speaking as like basically he keeps track of what everyone is going through. Like they use him to file reports, thinking that he's just an AI. So Lois Lane had filed a report talking about Superman, talking about how he's a decent guy, but something about him is different. And Brainiac was like, "Oh, is he a threat?" And she's like, "No, he's not a threat, but he is a powerful unit." And he's like, "Oh, okay, so he is a threat." And she's like, "No, no, no, that's literally not what I said."
But you said he's powerful, so
you said he's got superpowers. That sounds like a threat to me.
that's right to me.
So
Hmm.
yeah, so he's been keeping track of that. It's crazy. He actually so Peacemaker actually did make an appearance in the Superman book as this kind of messed up version of himself where he does anything for peace, but it seems like it's some kind of psychological break that he's having.
Okay.
And when he told the Brainiac system, because the Brainiac system also acts as like a therapist,
Mhm.
when he told the Brainiac system, he was like, "I'm scared. I'm worried that I might hurt somebody." The Brainiac system's like, "Nah, you're fine. Give this man a gun." And literally not long after that, he sees like what is it? Superman freezes them in place using his ice breath and leaves. And when they thaw out Peacemaker, he's seeing red and he just sprays a bunch of people with his gun.
What the fuck?
Like he just mows them down.
He's mentally stable. Don't worry about it.
Oh
Just give him
yeah,
a
he's fine. Give him a gun.
gun.
And even gets like he's freaking out. He's like, I told the system that I wasn't well. I told them. I knew I was worried this would happen. But Brainiac's like, no, no, he's fine. Give him a gun. It's fine.
Therapy? No, gun.
No, gun. So yeah, so
Got a
they
gun.
gave him so yeah, Brainiac is working from the shadows. He seems to be like also he works with Ra's al Ghul, kind of more of a shadow character than Ra's al Ghul is like the figurehead for Lazarus Corp. Because nobody
Mhm.
knows that Brainiac is a thing. They just think that Brainiac is the name of the system. And the other thing,
Okay.
we don't even know if Brainiac is like we don't, obviously he's like alien, but we don't know how alien he is or if he even knows anything
Oh,
about I if I remember correctly, actually in the when they went back to Krypton, it did seem like there was a Brainiac system that was also working there. So it could be that the same Brainiac is pulling the strings. That was pulling the strings over on Krypton as well.
that'd be interesting.
Yeah. And that brings us to our last unofficial silent partner, maybe even a full-on partner that Brainiac called. Because Brainiac was talking with Mirror Master, talking about how, our Justice League is pretty strong, but we're missing a key piece to our team. And Mirror Master's like, well, who do you have in mind? He's like, let me give you a call. Let me give him a call. And here he is, Lex Luthor,
Damn.
who is living on a farm, chilling.
Oh, wait. That's kind of. Hmm.
That's
No,
kind of
like
like
Hmm.
certain
it was
Clark of
Interesting.
Friends.
it's such a strange thing because it's he doesn't even get like he only gets a little bit of time. He's sitting on the porch with his wife and he's all
Wait,
like
wait, 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 wait.
wait,
He's
what?
not homo in this one.
No, no, he's not a hobo. He's like a farm dude kind of thing going on. Oh, what the fuck? But he's like this super posh rich city man. No, 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 no. He's the country guy. He's literally in a
I
plaid shirt. How can you not?
I do like this slight reversal of the heroes and their villains.
It's
Just
definitely
it's just
interesting, right?
slight. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he even talks like, okay, so if you haven't seen Superman, um this is a little bit of a spoiler. But Lex Luthor, and I feel like they talk about this in the comics too. But Lex Luthor hates people that have power, like superpowers. He hates them because he thinks that they think that they're better than him. So he hates them. And
Mhm.
he has this moment in the book. He's talking to the wife. He goes, "It's strange. I was an angry young man, Dora, envious of others for their power, their popularity, even their looks. But right here in this moment, I can't think of a single thing I want, and he's just staring at a sunset.
Oh,
He's just staring at a sunset.
so
So
nice.
honestly, I don't know what Brainiac's plan is with Lex, but it just ends with them calling him, and he is, "This is Lex Luthor," and that's it. That's how it ends. And I'm just like,
Yeah, happy life you're having.
I'm like, Lex
What
is
if you
just.
ruined that?
What if we ruined it? Like Lex seems like a
Also,
decent
he
guy.
has hair.
Yeah, he's not
That's
Hair.
bald.
true.
He's got
That's
a
why he's not a
beard. He's
villain
got
yet.
red hair. Yeah, maybe they're gonna shave him, and that's how he becomes a villain. That's his villain
Yeah.
origin story.
That's
But yeah, it's strange. It really is. Like what is like Lex of all of the villains, because every single villain has their
But
strange little things, but you know that they're a villain. Like Joker's, you know he's a bad dude. Ra's al Ghul, you know he's a bad dude.
yeah.
give me a moment. I need to recover. Lex Luthor is a ginger.
To be fair, we never
The
knew whether or
biggest
not
twist.
Lex Luthor was or wasn't a ginger because he's
Oh,
always been
that's
bald.
fair, yeah. Maybe.
Could he have
He
been a
has
ginger
no
this whole
soul.
time?
He has no soul. That's the only clue we have. He has no soul.
Obviously, that's not true. He's married. He was having a nice little tea time with his wife.
Yeah. Was.
Was.
We all know gingers
Keyword
doesn't have a
was.
soul.
Was.
So yeah, the
Mm,
biggest honestly Lex was like the biggest change. I saw this on Instagram. I saw the panel with them, and I was like, that's absolute Lex Luthor. I thought he was gonna be even like more like I don't know, like just a pure robot or some shit. I don't know.
Never seen that before, Seb. Good to know. I'm gonna search
He's
that.
been a ginger before. Alexander Luthor in Crisis is full ginger. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. So there you go. He's always been a ginger. That's just the way he is.
Oh,
But yeah, he honestly Lex Luthor was the biggest like plot twist that they threw out there. Nobody had seen Lex. Obviously like Superman's villain in this was Ra's al Ghul now. And in at the end of this book, Absolute Evil, they just threw out there, hey, Lex is a thing. He lives on a farm. He's chilling.
he's having a time. He's having a nice little time.
And he looks
Was.
like he has a smile too, and I'm like,
Ah.
what are they gonna do with him? Like, who is
They're
this
gonna
man?
take the smile off his face.
They're just gonna take it away.
They're gonna ruin they're gonna ruin this nice
they're gonna rage bait him and they're gonna rage bait him.
Are
But
they gonna
yeah,
use? Are they gonna use or at least mention Trigon?
they might. I mean, hell is a thing, and they have talked about hell because of Wonder Woman living in hell.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
At this moment, they haven't really talked about it. The only one that the king of hell right now is still Hades, who's mad about the fact that Wonder Woman and his wife kind of just fucked him over in his little arena thing.
Because Darkseid was secretly a simp.
Because Darkseid's simping for Wonder Woman. But yeah, I mean,
How do we blame them on?
at this moment, this is the absolute universe. Like there is a lot that is yet to come. Um, I'm honestly very excited with like the direction in which DC is taking this because not only are these like pretty popular, but even their normal books are selling really well, but their absolute books
Yeah.
are doing really good right now. Like they are the hot
No, I like
ticket.
this a lot. This is tempting me to get back into reading DC comics again. It's
Oh
been a
yeah, no.
while.
It's worth it. Like I said, I hadn't read a DC book in forever. My first one back in was Batman, and I couldn't put that down. Superman, same thing. That
Hmm.
one I literally read the day that I got it and finished it that same night.
Huh.
And Wonder Woman was really good. I liked it. Yeah, she's definitely the favorite of the heroes, but but I enjoyed watching her beat the shit out of stuff. So
It's tempting. It is very tempting. It's been a
I
while, but it's tempting. I mean, the app's pretty good. I always go for that.
hmm And I like I said, I think it's an interesting direction in which they're going with these. um it again, like the villains seem to be the ones that are actually fully in charge. Like most of the time the villains are the
Yeah.
ones trying to take charge. Yeah, Lex has been president before, but like all the other villains don't tend to be the ones that are in charge of anything, but now it seems like they're fully in control.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be really neat.
yeah, no, I've like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's absolute cinema if you ask me.
Oh, no.
XP sent me this meme and he was like, "That's beautiful." He's like, we should add it to the end." I was like, "Yes, I'll do it." So I took it and threw it at the
Oh, beautiful.
it's
Beautiful.
but yeah, no, I'm excited to see where they go with this.
Hmm.
I've come back to DC for my books, and I've been doing my best to stay on top of it. I will say the one downside to the books is that they are $5 each,
Yeah, yeah.
so they are a pricier book.
Worthy. Worthy.
What was that?
It's worthy. It's worth the price.
I do
What
think
that
they're
was.
worth it because they do. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Hi, Sky.
Sky! Hi,
Nice
Sky!
guy. Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome in,
It's
Raiders.
Beauty Sky.
Welcome back, Green. I know you've been there.
Yeah, Green, you've been here. Nice guy. Give you a shout out.
Yeah, I think the
TPLF.
app's pretty affordable. I know it's $6.99 a month. 7 pounds. I don't know what that is in dollars, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Pounds? Why not kilograms?
I only know I only know freedom units. Sorry.
oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me.
Welcome,
um,
Sky. Yeah, you made it.
you
Um,
made it.
but
Kind
yeah.
of.
What? What was that,
Well,
XP?
Okay,
let's say Sky made it for the second part for the Google Doc.
That thing is so annoying. But yeah, no, freedom units is crazy. How's the podcast so far? Also, hi XP, hi Minty. $7.99 standard, $12.99 plus. What? What's that? That doesn't sound right. These things are $5. What are you talking about?
All right, I think you guys get it cheaper than we do because when I converted pound to the dollar, it's like it should be
Is it?
about $9. So you get slightly
Dang.
cheaper.
Dang. Yeah, no, sounds about right. But yeah, no, these books sell like hotcakes, and like I said, the favored of all of them is Batman right now. Everyone is going wild for him. Literally, when I got what is it? I got issue 13, which was
Mm.
the first time seeing Harley Quinn.
hmm
I got there because
hmm
I got there late because I had gotten out of work, and I went to stop by, and I didn't even get it. My friend, my what is
No.
it? Luckily, my friend who was the manager, he gave me his copy. I'm gonna lurk, but my sushi's here. Eat your sushi.
Ooh, enjoy sushi.
Yeah, I missed it, man. I got there, they weren't even there. I was like, damn, I missed all the Batmans, and my friend was like, hold up, and he pulled it out. He's like, here you go. I was like, are you sure? He's like,
What
yeah.
a G.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, thanks, man. So
Aw.
yeah. So yeah, I got my hands on that one. I wasn't able to get my hands on the other one where he's beating up ICE agents and white supremacists,
No.
but but I did, but I got my hands on the other one.
I guess
Um,
there is always like the app if there's ones that you can't get a hold
yeah,
of.
and
Handy.
there is a way for me to read some of them. I actually asked my friend
Yeah.
to. He lives in New York, so I was asking him if he can check to see if they have issues 3 and 6 of Green Lantern.
hmm
But I was actually gonna I have a little like bootleg website that has like the comics for
Ah,
free.
okay,
So I was
okay.
like
Yeah.
I mean I do want to read them. I just want to make sure I can get a like a also
A
if you get
physical
the
copy.
app, Alan Moore Swamp Thing is do it really is
Might
Swamp
check
Thing
that
good?
out.
Hmm. I did see that Swamp Thing was getting a book recently. But yeah, I mean like I said, I've been enjoying it. Batman is definitely he's definitely good. I still
Mhm.
prefer the Green Lanterns just because one, it's got that good anime style.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a mystery because because they still haven't like from the ones that I read, they didn't even just straight up say, "Oh, here's your ring." No, it's still like they're still piecing together how she got a ring, how she powered her ring and stuff. So I'm like,
I'm curious
interesting.
about the Green Lantern one because so far it feels like let's take the Green Lantern aspect and take the Hal Jordan and because he needs to be the main character, let's give him another kind of power.
They seem to be going mystical with it. Ooh, I love that. But yeah, no, I am like I said, I'm very interested. They got me when they made Hal Jordan the Black Hand because I'm obviously, and I'm pretty sure we all know that like Hal Jordan is usually the first human Green Lantern that everyone talks about. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone loves John, and you know, the comic book readers love Kyle, and everyone
Just for
hates
the win.
everyone hates Guy. but this was so different. Like I was not expecting them to make everyone's well-known superhero into maybe a villain. Like
Pretty
he's
interesting direction to take it. Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting direction because like and it's not like the normal thing because I had just recently watched a video talking about Black Hand and his origin, and Black Hand was a character that was like very interested in death to the point where Necron like was like, "Hey, check this out," and he kills himself.
Okay.
And he kills
Yeah,
himself and
yeah.
then becomes a Black Lantern, and that's how I did it. He
Hey, watch
did
this.
save his villain phase and his specter phase in the normal comic. That's true. That is true. That is true. He did become Parallax and all that. So that is
Hey, I have
true.
one question. Did they
Yes.
use or mention in any way Ankh?
Which one?
Ankh. I'm really bad with names. The Egyptian god with the golden helmet.
Oh, Dr. Fate.
Yep.
They have not talked about Dr. Fate either. Hi, Carl. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate I drank. I promise.
Hey, call.
No, they haven't talked about Dr. Fate. There's a lot of characters. I mean, now that they've introduced Zatanna, who knows? It seems like Zatanna might be or it seems like the magic related heroes and villains are gonna go towards Wonder Woman now since she's a witch technically.
Mhm.
So she
And she
seems
received many power-ups.
yeah, she's got a bunch of OP shit. She's I think it's because well, okay, to be fair, Bruce also grew up with his mom. Like, to be fair, he did grow up with his mom, but they had a picture of his helmet show up, but that's it. Really? Really? What issue was that? Or what comic was that one? But yeah. Actually, it's kind of funny. They've been teasing like the Batman Wonder Woman meetup for like a while now, and the cover that they have, or at least the scene that they have, is like Wonder Woman and Batman like standing in front of each other, staring at each other. And
Hmm.
All Batman says is he just tells Wonder Woman to go to hell.
Oh, damn.
Uh,
It
he
was
came
the
from there.
all-in special. Oh, it was in
Literally
the
joke
all-in special,
on him.
really? Yeah, yeah. He literally just says go to hell, which I mean,
That's
she
so
will.
rude.
I mean, she lives
I
there.
mean,
It's not his fault.
actually,
Actually.
she, nah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm excited for the direction in which DC is taking these absolute books in. They're
Yeah.
a lot of them are so like it's so dipped in mystery because the biggest thing for obviously most of the older fans of DC is like with like that we've all been saying like we've all been wondering is like where is this character? Who is this character? Is this character going to be a hero or a villain, or are they just going to stay out of the conflict? I mean, we literally like I said for Green Lantern, most of the heroes that we know that are Green Lanterns were killed off. Um,
Will Static Shock leave out the DC limbo and join Absolute Universe?
who knows? We'll see what happens with a lot of these characters. I mean, we don't like we there's like a bunch of characters like like I said I brought up the fact that like Green Arrow didn't even make the cut of becoming absolute Green Arrow. He just died. They just smacked him across the head and they were like, all right, cool, get rid of him.
I don't know. They cannot always use the name to make Artemis or
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
there is a chance that we'll see Roy Harper become the Green Arrow or Artemis become the Green Arrow. So there's obviously there's room for like those doors are still open to the idea. I mean, I actually think that if they're going to go in that route of like some of these heroes being kind of like sellout kind of things, I feel like Artemis will end up being the Green Arrow hero, while Roy Harper, who has always had problems of his own, may become the villain.
I mean, Diana could use another arm and bring back Oliver.
That's true. Exactly. I feel like things are bad whenever they kill off the Green Arrow or Flash. Those are like the main two voices of reason. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ollie tends to be a voice of reason, and Barry also tends to be a voice of reason. Which, to be fair, they killed off both. They did kill off,
One is reason and the other one is logic, and we no longer have those.
and we have neither of those things. Like they killed Barry Allen in the first issue of the Flash, and they killed Oliver in the one shot of Absolute Evil. So like they've lost a
Beyond
lot
then,
of.
whoever was quote unquote voice of reason, uh, Martian Manhunter, but he's kind of in a conflict with himself.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter is on his own thing. Hi Whimsy, thank you for coming in with a raid.
Whimsy.
Yeah, like
And see,
he's stepped away. He's dealing with the fact that he has an alien thing living inside him. So like, and each one of these characters is dealing with their own problems. Minus Wonder Woman, who seems to be living the high life.
even a better life than the Prime one.
Yeah.
Definitely a better life than the Prime character. I mean, Superman is living with the fact that he wants to be a hero, but he also hates the world that he's living in because of the fact that he's seen the downtrodden be used multiple times when he was living on Krypton. So he feels like this is just another
Yeah.
repeat of what he's been through. Batman's doing his best, but honestly, with the way things are going, and also knowing that like most heroes tend to get bribed out, it feels like Batman is fighting one of the hardest uphill battles, not including the fact that his friends have become like probably blame him for everything. I mean, and it's understandable considering he's Batman and he's the reason why all of them except for Selina ended up the way they are.
But have you seen Absolute Catwoman?
She's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. It is actually they liked Catwoman's character design so much they actually greenlit I think it's like a 4-part or a 6-part miniseries of Absolute Catwoman.
I don't think Muffin's still around. You can be honest.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I am being honest. She's an interesting character. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Nothing.
I like that you can always count on Batman to still be fighting in literally every universe. Yeah, Batman, Bruce Wayne is always in the fight. To be honest, I as much as I love the Absolute Universe, what I think is hilarious is that even though Darkseid created this universe, he still somehow was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'll make Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman my biggest haters. Sure, I'll make them. Why not?" It's
Why
like,
not?
why not? They're cool.
Why not?
Yeah, I think that's funny that this is Darkseid's world. And they're all heroes too. He could have made them all villains.
to keep them a bad life,
He
except
doesn't.
for Wonder Woman.
To be fair, Omni, Batman has beaten up Darkseid before, so I don't know why he would just be like, yeah, it's fine. Actually, he went to Darkseid's planet, beat the shit out of a bunch of parademons just to save Robin.
Who was the main bad villain of Aquaman? I would say it's Black
uh,
Manta, but
it's Black Manta
is it
and
gonna be
Ocean
is it
Master.
gonna be the stepbrother?
Ocean Master, it
That's the
could,
stepbrother, right?
yeah, that's the stepbrother. So who knows? Like I honestly, I'm interested in where they could go with Aquaman. I actually would be interested.
I'm trying
Batman
to
is a
predict
boat
by
way.
the applying the logic of the villain is in a position of power and kind of like in the original position sort of the main hero was in the Prime Universe.
Yeah.
So if Clark Kent was a farmer and now Lex Luthor is the farmer one, or Bruce Wayne was the rich one and now Russell Gould is the millionaire.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think about it from this point. Let's say it's gonna be Ocean Master and he will be the actual ruler of the seas.
Yeah.
Where
I
would
mean,
you put where would you put exactly Aquaman here? I will say away
I
from
would.
the coast and he won't be near any shore. Maybe a mountain guy.
Yeah. I mean, well, we. What is it? I think Ocean Master tends to always rule over at Atlantis in the usual in the Prime universe, and then Aquaman took the throne, so it could just be that we could have like another Wonder Woman moment where it's like he's having that nice cozy rich life until either
Hmm.
Black Manta or Ocean Master who have been neglected or Ocean Master who's been neglected decides to come in and ruin it for him.
But if it is Black Manta, then how would you put Black Manta in a quote unquote similar position that the Prime Aquaman was?
I feel like Black Manta's a hard character for them to try and do like some kind of reverse thing because Black Manta, even though he's a villain, he's never really like he's mostly a mercenary. So the
Yeah,
only
he's
thing I
just
could
a
think
guy
of.
with an unconditional thirst for revenge.
Yeah, I feel like if they were to reverse them, the thing that they could do is they could always pull like they could pull a Green Lantern and make it to where Aquaman is Black Manta kind of thing, or like Black Manta's like a hero kind of thing.
True, true, if they can change powers and things like that, they can give him. Why not the he will be a yellow ringer user or something like that.
Hmm. And Carl, as of this moment, Orion has not been mentioned or seen in the Absolute Universe yet. And Green, in this universe, Batman's a poor man, so you know, get wrecked.
And Lex Luthor, hear
And
this,
Lex Luthor's a
has
farmer,
hair,
and he has
and he
hair.
has
Yeah,
hair, and he was a ginger all along.
he was a ginger, poor but buff, poor but buff.
I mean, he
Um.
traded one for the other.
Also, they actually, and to be fair, some of these characters. Oh, hey, Chairman. Hey,
Hi,
Chair.
Chair.
I just see Chair taking
Hey,
notes. I'm like, where did he come from?
hey, Chair. Don't take this in any way. I'm just saying the info. You were kind of like the main topic of this podcast
We,
for the
you were
first
you
20
were the
or so
main
minutes.
topic for the beginning. You were Chair.
It's true. It's true.
um, but and the other thing is that a lot of characters, even though they do have some differences, some characters actually didn't change either. Um, like Alfred, the only thing that's different about Alfred is just the fact that he's not a butler and he doesn't work for Bruce Wayne. Um, he still has his secret agent roots. He was sent to Gotham to kind of survey Black Mask. So so some characters do still stay the same. And I mean also the same with Steve. I think the only difference is that Steve died, but he's still
You already said
military.
that you already say Commissioner Gordon is in it, right?
Yeah, and even Commissioner
So,
Gordon's not that different. The only thing is that he's mayor. He's the mayor of Gotham. He retired
i-
from
i-
being the commissioner.
does Gordon still have a daughter?
Yes, yes, he does actually.
Let's
She's on the
go.
she's on the police force.
I think you can assume what I'm asking here.
The Batgirl, is that what you're asking?
More like an oracle, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they go in the Oracle direction, I can only imagine what Joker will do. He's also banging Bruce.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Sev.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
that's the other
Wait,
thing.
wait, what?
Commissioner Gordon is banging Bruce's mom.
I mean, Batman needed a parental
Of course,
figure.
Jared. What was that?
Uh,
I was saying Batman was needing a parental figure.
No, no, Batman didn't need no
Hmm.
parental figure. To
he
be fair,
needed some
like
guidance.
in the in the book that I read, yeah, it did hint the fact that Martha and him have some kind of a little relationship.
No.
But they never really said how Bruce feels about this, or if Bruce even knows about it.
Pretty much uncomfortable. At least at the very least, he will be uncomfortable.
Oh, no. I actually think he'll hate it. I actually think he will probably. Well, if they've already addressed that he knows, most likely he doesn't like it because he really looked up to his dad the same way that he looked up to his dad in the Prime universe.
Mm.
And it's actually kind of funny because in the book they even make a reference to the fact that like to Prime universe Batman. Because there's a thing where when he's making the bridge to win the prize for the to go to the zoo, um, Thomas is talking to him. He's like, "Who knows? Maybe in another universe, I'm a doctor." And it's like,
Imagine.
haha, haha, get it? Because in Prime Universe, he's a doctor.
Wing, wing,
Haha.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah, exactly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. None, none of the other heroes got some wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Only Batman got that. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean there is the idea that like some characters don't change. So it could be that Black Manta may even just stick to being a mercenary. He may even, if they want to change him, he might be maybe like a not a full-on villain, but he might be like it could be even be that he works for the same agency that Alfred works in.
He might get actual superpowers. Meanwhile, Aquaman cannot even breathe underwater.
That is also, like I said, that could also be the possibility is that maybe Aquaman and Black Manta know each other, and Black Manta becomes like the Aquaman, basically.
He no longer controls sea creatures, only amphibians.
Only amphibians. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there is so much room for this universe to expand and explore the different things that they can go in, the different directions they can go in with this universe. I mean, like we don't know the full extent of Superman's powers. We don't know how much of a shit life Wonder Woman may or may not have eventually? Question mark. Um, and of course, I mean, I feel like Bruce's story is still going to continue to play out the same way that it does in every universe, but it does seem like he has a little bit more to lose in this, considering that his mom is still alive in this.
Yeah.
They could go all out and do weird shit with Aquaman if they want. He holds back Cthulhu and the normal stuff. They
Oh,
could
that would be so
go
cool.
in with that. That is true. There is a lot of, like I said, there's so many directions. And one of the things that I was like looking at is like I was playing with was like the idea that with Blue Beetle, like the one that has the scarab, is usually he's like a more kind-hearted character. But in this,
Mm.
it could even be that he's like a more rigid character, like a more jaded character, because in the Prime universe, he's not really from a good like he's from a good family, but they live in poverty. So it could be that with this whole universe where the poor
You
people
want him
seem
to
to
be a
get screwed
spoiled
over.
brat?
To what?
You want him to be a spoiled brat?
No. I'm thinking that it could be that because he in this universe it seems like those that live in poverty have an even harder life than like in the Prime universe. It could be that he's so jaded that when he finally does get the scarab, he goes like on a more vicious fight than normal.
Okay, you want a scenario in which Blue Beetle will have it harder even in poverty line. Uh, Let him have some kind of sickness, some
Yeah,
kind of cancer, you will say, and
the
he will only be alive while the scarab is with him.
that's true. And Seb even brings up a good point that it could be a different beetle or a different
The
scarab.
Black Beetle,
A
the
different
Black
scarab.
Beetle.
Yeah, it could be the black beetle,
From
which is what is it? I They did like a whole dark universe thing where what is it called? Batman Who Laughs, like dark metal thing. It scratched a couple of heroes and they became like more aggressive vicious villains, and one of them was or vicious heroes, and one of them was Blue Beetle, who became not Blue Beetle but Scarab, and it was like a more pale colored
Where the
monstrous
scarab
beetle.
win the control.
Yeah, like a more in control, like even more primitive Scarab, because he was definitely more monstrous than intelligent.
yeah,
Kind of like the Green Beetle.
Exactly. So who knows? Like there's a lot of heroes that they can play around with, and there's a lot of villains they can play around with, and there's a lot like one of the major things that was also a big difference was that uh what's her name? Lois Lane, she's not a journalist, she's a military, and she seems to be working for Lazarus Corp. The Scarabs themselves could even be different in general. They're normally a conquering race, but with the Black Star already doing all the conquering, they could change. That's true also, yeah.
So they will be liberators.
It could be that they're liberators. It could even be that Blue Beetle just is more heroic in this. Like maybe he's one of the few shining lights like Wonder Woman.
May I forgot his name. The person behind Blue Beetle.
The I think his name is Miguel.
Maybe make him an actual villain, a
Oh, Jaime.
criminal, not a villain.
Jaime.
Yeah,
It,
make Jaime a criminal. Make Jaime a street criminal, not a supervillain, just a criminal.
yeah.
Randomly, you have the Blue Beetle, and he actually takes control of the body while in suit, only while in suit. And as I say, the Blue Beetle is no longer a conqueror but a liberator. So it's only a superhero while the suit is on, but the person behind the suit is a criminal.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I said, there's it. This seems to be a world that has at this moment no limits on what they can do with certain characters, and obviously, again, bringing up the fact that they killed Oliver, it also seems like they aren't afraid to just kill off certain characters that maybe they don't want to work with or work on, like characters that they may not be interested in. I mean, maybe they didn't want to make a
crazy.
Green Arrow. I mean, to be fair, Green
Yeah,
Arrow was just the same kind of guy. He's a rich dude that wanted to make a difference. Same as in the Prime universe. They just kind of killed him off instead.
yeah.
I said, random question, how would you do an absolute Shazam in this?
An absolute Shazam. Ooh. I mean, the whole child's heart thing. I mean, they could always make it to where Shazam seems to take advantage, like more like a instead of always being like nice and kind-hearted, he's like more like takes advantage using his powers to get what he needs and gets what he wants.
Is it gonna be an old man that transforms into a childlike but super powerful?
No. I hope not. I would not want that. But I mean, like I said, there's so many ways they
If
can go with it.
if
I
they
mean,
made Superman old And Shazam is technically Superman.
I mean, he's not
Just,
old. Superman's still
just saying.
young. He's just
I'm using your own words.
he's just an older guy. He's just like, if anything, he's like, what is it? He's a young. I wouldn't say he's a teenager. I would say he's like young adult.
Okay.
I do think he looks more like he's a young adult, at least when he lands, and then maybe
Yeah.
he's like mid-20s when he's finally doing his thing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. They like I said, there's a lot of directions in which the absolute universe can go in. I'm excited to see where they go with a lot of these heroes. I'm excited to see what they do with some of these villains. And being a big Batman fan, I am definitely interested in seeing if we'll get an absolute Robin.
That'd be kind of neat.
Right?
I hide my doubts. I think Robin's gonna be like a mercenary from that Red Hood organization you say.
Yeah, it could be. It
Maybe.
could be. And but we'll see. I'm like I said, I'm very interested in that direction. Um like every single character seems to be going in some sort of interesting direction. I mean, Superman is obviously the hopeful but jaded hero. Green Lantern seems to be dealing with some sort of strange mystical sci-fi mystery going on with like the power of the green. They confirm Robin in the next arc. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Let's go, my boy. My boy.
I wonder what kind of Robin they'll be doing then. Like who they'll be using for it.
They could always change the order. I mean, Dick usually
Yeah.
is the first one, so since this is the Red Hood gang, the first one could be Jason.
Yeah.
We already have the daughter of Gordon there.
Yeah, but she's a police officer right now, so she's going like with her own thing. So we don't there could be something with that, but I mean, who knows? I'm thinking it
Stephanie
would
Brown
be
would be an interesting choice.
ooh, that would be a good one. I'm
At
thinking
the
it would be
same time,
the
Right?
first three at the same time. Ooh, ooh, that would be interesting to have all three of
which was
them.
gonna die first?
Jason. Jason always dies first, poor man.
I mean, this is absolute. If he dies first, then it's gonna be the opposite now.
Mm.
I hope it's Tim.
Stop. Stop.
Why so much feel for
Jeez.
Tim?
I don't know. I just hope Tim gets shot.
Stop.
But
Hannah.
we can all agree at least one Robin's gonna die, right?
One Robin has to die.
Most
One Robin
likely,
has
yeah.
to die. So who knows? I like that Seb also agrees that Jason's gonna be the first one to die.
I mean, it's kind of like tradition, but it's kind of like in Digimon. In Digimon, they always make Leomon or any evolution of Leomon die.
That's true.
Always. Except in the last remake they did. And people felt like, yeah, it was good and everything, but kind of felt like something's missing. And then people realized, wait, Leomon didn't die in this one.
Introduce Damien just so they can kill him off. Please.
Just Damien, that's crazy. They
I
actually,
know, I hate it.
if I remember correctly, they actually did introduce Talia.
Okay, so there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a
But-
chance that they could introduce
But
it just to
again,
kill him off.
Raish is fighting Superman, so
True.
who knows? I don't know. All I
Yeah.
know is that where this series seems to be going, they seem to be headed in the right direction. Like
Yeah.
I
Any
said,
possibility for Black Canary?
anything
I
for Black
forgot.
Canary.
Yep.
Even his Zatannas, dude.
I mean, they introduced Zatanna, so I mean, there could be something coming soon. And then with the death of Ollie, who knows where they're gonna go with her? Who
I don't know.
knows? Who knows? Who knows? Like
Who
I said,
knows?
they've been trying even though they're slowly introducing new characters, obviously with Robin coming out soon for Batman, Zatanna came out for Wonder Woman, Talia seems to have made appearance in Superman. But they seem to be very slowly trying to they're trying to rein it in, I think, like trying to make sure, because like to keep it with a few heroes at a time, or
Mm.
a few villains at a time, just to try and keep it with that, like, it's still the beginning. We still have time to use all these villains for something eventually.
Yeah. Pace it out.
Exactly. So who knows? Who knows? I'm excited. Like I said, like I keep saying, I'm very excited with these books. These books, like, they got a hold of me, and I've been like so into it.
I'm definitely interested. I might get the app just to read them.
Yeah, I want to try. I want to try and keep. I'm gonna try and keep hunting for the individual issues, but I'm definitely gonna like start reading them more online. So
It'd be
I
a
can.
nice one to like collect, yeah.
Yeah,
Ivy. Oh my god.
I know. So
Oh,
I know
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow and Poison Eye. Ooh, Scarecrow's gonna be a
Bringing
beast.
red into it.
Dude, Scarecrow's gonna be freaky as shit. But yeah,
It's
yeah.
exciting.
I'm like I said, it seems like the one that's the most fleshed out right now is Batman. I feel like his is more fleshed
Yeah.
out with like the way they can go with his. Everyone else seems to be, because that was one thing that I did say from like when I was reading it, was that
Mhm.
Batman seems to be working in that same in the anime style where it's like this, because the book that I have, it was just one full arc, and it ends with
Yeah.
like Joker being like call Bane, and that's gonna lead into the next arc. And but Superman ended more. The Superman graphic novel ended more with like, oh, Superman is still hunting down the people for Lazarus Corp. And the same with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is now the leader of is now seems to be protecting the Coast City. So who knows where that's going? So it feels like Batman is the one that they've kind of condensed into full on arc stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm excited. I think DC's going in a really good direction right now.
This is a really cool series that they brought out. I like it a lot.
Hmm.
Definitely reminds me of
Uh,
Flashpoint.
Yeah,
and I really like Flashpoint.
Mm.
Flashpoint's
I
a really good
hated
one.
the movie and I hated the adaptation for the Arrowverse.
Hmm.
But I really love the story of Flashpoint.
Yeah,
There is some really cool stories coming out of Flashpoint.
Flashpoint did have some really strong stories. I was really into
Yeah.
that one. But yeah, and on a side note, on another DC side note, um, this week, the animation studio that is working on the um the new DC movie Dynamic Duo is
Hmm.
hosting open auditions.
Oh,
So
that's neat.
I'm actually gonna try and enter because I want to do.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That'd be really cool. That's sick.
I would love to. The
Audition,
dynamic duo is Nightwing and Red Hood right now, so I'm like, I want Red Hood.
Mhm.
Give it to me.
Is that what
audition,
you're auditioning for?
sorry, auditions for what exactly?
It's a new animated movie that's supposed to be it's also supposed to be with the James Gunn's universe is dynamic duo. It's like a puppet style movie. Yeah, I did see that. I saw it looks like the Tim Burton
My
style movie.
God, I fucking love puppets.
They actually showed some images of the sets that they made. It looks interesting. I didn't know that it was going to be like that. I actually thought it was going to be like a straight animation like they did for James Gunn's Creature Commandos, but I did see the sets and I was like, "Oh, interesting." So they're going like like the stop motion style for this. This is interesting. So yeah.
That's really cool, though.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, we need to fill Ellie's day with something else. She will be working at those hours.
Okay. We'll figure something out. We can figure something out.
Yeah,
We could even fill it in with Cinder's 1,000 pages if we have to.
might be a good point for it.
Thank you for the hydrate cookie.
Hi, Cookie.
Pretty.
All right, but that's gonna be the end of today's PP podcast. Thank you
Thank you
guys
for
for
having
coming,
us.
and thank you guys for always hanging out and listening to crazy rants about like.
It was fun.
How can your green cap kit still be in cooldown?
How come I what?
Wait, the what?
No, nothing.
Who
I was
were you
definitely not trying. I was
trying
definitely
to
not trying to redeem something expensive.
Stop it! I know what you're trying to. I know what you're trying to redeem. Get out of here.
do? Just curious now.
But yeah, I love doing
Uh,
this podcast with y'all. You guys are.
wait. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot skate.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You know what, guys? You know what? You know what else I really love about our podcast?
What do you love about the podcast,
Oopsie
Gaston?
whoopsie.
You
I
got
made a
muted.
fucky
You're
wucky.
still muted.
Oh wait.
What I love about the podcast is that I get to drink Gamersupps while I talk to you guys because Gamersupps is so delicious. Have you guys tried their flavors? Have you tried it, Minty?
I have not. Tell me about their flavors, Gaston.
They are absolutely amazing, delicious, incredible. I had some. Oh my god!
Free Yoda.
Steph just hit us with a free Again, their flavors are so delicious. Actually, today I was drinking Shy Lily's Blowhole Blast. Absolutely amazing. For other delicious flavors, I actually really love Emotional Damage. That's another really good one. And Guacamole Gamer Farts 4000 or
Emotional
9000 is
damage.
delicious. Emotional Damage. You know, actually,
I'm
say it. Go ahead, Minty.
I'm led to believe that the price proportion is actually quite affordable.
Oh, it's amazing. $40 for 100 servings. Absolutely incredible. Trust me.
Such good value for money.
I've actually not run out of my Blowhole Blast. I still have a lot of it left. The only one that I ever ran out of was Cinders. Surprisingly.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? What
Which
a
brings
crazy.
us back to our topic for next week.
But yeah, no, definitely go to gamersupps.gg. They've been doing some crazy stuff right now. They've got a mystery. They actually have a I think it was a $40 mystery box where you get some of their canned flavors for their canned Gamersupps stuff. If you have trouble sleeping, they actually have some sleepy time melatonin flavors as well. And of course, you cannot forget about the amazing waifu cups. 25 ounces of liquid, absolutely amazing. I always love
Amazing.
them. I always love it. It helps me keep track of how much water I drink a day because I try to drink at least 50 ounces of water. So it's so helpful.
And you can have a waifu in a cup. That's
You can have a waifu in a cup.
Yeah,
And Green, to
waifu in a
answer your
cup.
question, today's waifu is Shy Lily's Kill Bill outfit.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Crunch Cat. Delicious.
Womp.
Womp womp. It honestly no, but for realsies, I really do recommend Gamersupps. It's delicious. I really enjoy drinking it. I normally drink the 50 ounces. My man is be pissed. That's crazy. But yes, I am. Actually, I do. Actually, my friends used to
How much-
hate me because I used to drink.
How much is that in milliliters?
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Yeah. Oh, that's me. That's me, Seb. Green wants to
I
know
also
fish
measure
straw.
milliliters. Pistro, 58.
Okay,
58.
50 ounces is
Now,
almost one and a
let's
half
have an
liters.
understanding.
Okay, so it's like the
Now
recommended,
what?
right?
Yeah, like
Right.
well,
What
the
are we
recommended is
around
about
the
like
railroad? Now,
a gallon, I think. A little bit, yeah, a little bit, maybe a little bit less than a gallon because you're supposed to drink it throughout the entire day.
Mm.
But Daffy Duck is screaming on my screen right now. But yeah, I think but I do keep track. It helps me keep track of how much water I drink per day. And on top of that, if you don't want energy drinks, or if you just want sleepy flavors, they actually have caffeine-free and melatonin-free flavors of on all their stuff, and you can get some really nice flavors. I usually get one tub of the energy, and I usually use that to exercise.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, like I said, I think it's worth it.
They discontinued the flavor peach tea.
Yeah, they discontinued peach tea. So if you
No
want it
peach
back,
tea.
tell them to make me into their next waifu, and I'll do it.
Is that the flavor you'd go for if you got to like make your own flavor?
If I could, yeah. If not, I think I would go with like a what is it, like blueberry pomegranate.
Okay.
I don't know if they actually have one though. I'd have to.
What would you call it?
Shy Lily has her blowhole blast. I'll just call it my Gaster
Okay.
Blast.
Gaster Blast. The Gaster Blaster.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like
Copyright.
yeah, it might be
mean-
copywritten, so
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Gaster Blaster?
because
Gaster Blaster is the name of the attack of Sans.
yeah, Sans'
Wait,
weapon is the Gaster Blaster.
No.
I mean, that's why I was like, it could just be Gaster Blast.
Yeah.
If I could, if it hadn't been that I know the Biden administration would have been so mad, I would have totally just called mine Biden Blast. I think it would have been amazing. But yeah, no, definitely go to gamersupps.gg. There's so many different creator codes. Amelie, Badger. I think Shy Lily's is Whale or something like that. Question mark? Or it's Womp Womp? I think it's Womp, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. The only two codes that I know is the one that I told you that is Koe Koe,
Hmm.
the guy that
The guy that wants
really
peach tea
loved
back.
Yeah, he really loved the peach
Are
tea
you winning,
flavor,
son?
and he's actually a bit close to be able to claim a flavor, and he wants to make his own flavor no matter what.
Yeah. Like I
And
said.
the other
Oh wait, what's the other
one
one?
more code that I know is the brew.
Oh, Brew.
It's
Yeah.
it's from someone that I know, another witch team VTuber indie
Ooh.
Hey.
from Europe.
Ooh. Yeah, I know
Other
one.
European witches.
Ooh. I know
It's
one. Puppy. He hasn't been here in a while, but Puppy Boy was stopping by, and he's partnered with them. So if you also use code
He
Puppy,
also
you
has
can
to
also
go.
get another 10%. What was it?
Nice.
He also has to go. I was saying.
Yeah, he's
I
got
don't
a
know.
code Puppy. Last time that we talked,
Yes.
last time that he came into chat, he was actually telling me that he was close to getting his cup. So
Nice.
That's really neat.
no, so definitely go check it out. But yes, again, guys, thank you guys so much. You guys are all amazing, and of course, thank you to my awesome co-hosts. They are the greatest. So definitely go check them out. Check
If
out
you
Minty.
actually get a cup,
Thank you for
would
hosting.
you use yourself or would you put muffin into it?
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know. I have seen many dudes who made it into a cup, so they don't want themselves in
Oh,
the
for
cup,
like
so
the art.
they put the partner.
Oh no, I don't care. They can use me. Minty, it's Minty underscore Midori?
No, it's just one word. Just one
Oh,
word.
it's just one. I hope that's
Get a
actually
flavor or get a cup and a flavor. Put yourself in and call it Dr. Pepper.
I would love to be partnered with them. So yeah, But definitely go check them out. They're really delicious. I love all their flavors. They are amazing. So definitely check them out. And if you're not interested in buying a tub yet, they do have a free sample stuff that you can get. It's one time you get it, and that's it. But either way, it's delicious, and I do recommend getting them. But yeah, so that's gonna end the PP podcast for tonight. Once again, thank you to XP and Minty for hanging out and listening to me have my tism rant about the DC universe.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. It got me thinking I'm gonna get back into DC again. It was impressive.
I can no longer see Darkseid as anything but a simp.
What a thing to remember. He's a simp,
Amazing,
guys.
amazing. He's a simp.
But yeah, and also
Right.
another shill that doesn't need shilling. Listen to Amelie's new album. It's really good.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah.
She's killing it. If you guys like it, I mean, it's I play it as I've been playing it as my outro and intro music, just to kind of chill.
She also has a cover of Takedown.
She has a cover of.
Oh,
She's got a cover of Takedown, Free, Idol. I think those are all. I think that's all she has right now for K-pop Demon Hunter.
she's making covers of the Has Been Hotel songs.
She has been making covers of the Has Been
Ooh.
Hotel songs. She also has some like original Has Been Hotel songs that her and other friends have made with her. Not to mention some really good English covers for anime songs. So definitely check her out. I mean
My personal
I've
favorite of her anime covers is the Assassination Classroom question.
ooh the one that I like for her English covers is it's one of the Naruto Shippuden openings, and I cannot remember the name of it right now. But I like her Naruto ones. Those are always fun.
Hmm. You're muted again. One of the very few things that I find funny about Emily is that is the only person that she went through many faces and many names, and somehow she still keeps all of them. But the only and one name that she actively tried to remove is Monarch.
Yeah, and I think it's funny because that's literally the name of her debut album, and then like she always forgets she always forgets when her anniversary is, but her chat never lets her forget. Minty, did you have a favorite song?
I don't think I'm like I know Emily does music, but I haven't really listened to any of her
Oh,
music, so
oh,
I don't really know any of them. I'm gonna
Not
have
the
to though.
cover,
no.
not the covers, not the originals.
Mm-mm.
Technically speaking, Emily is the closest thing we got for the actual first opening of Digimon Butterfly in
Mm,
English, because four kids took over and say, "We don't want this song. Let's make a Digi rap."
interesting,
And
interesting.
so far, and so far, English is the only language where there's no official translation for the song Butterfly.
Oh dang.
Interesting.
But when people try to show off
Somebody
the
knocked and it scared Sev played the
Oh, the
scary
scary
knock
doll. Yeah.
and it freaked me out. I was like, who's knocking and why is it like right in my ear?
I hate it. I hate
uh,
that one.
I was like, who's there?
as I was saying, even in Japan, when try to show the many versions of the song Butterfly, they have to show the Emily version of her cover of Butterfly, and people complain about it, but that's because Emily had to do some creative liberties to the song in order to avoid the copyright.
Oh damn.
Let's say the beat was in 4x4 tempo, and she made it in 3x4 tempo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Damn. But okay. Enough shilling, enough me always constantly saying goodbye. But yes, thank you guys again. You guys are all amazing, and
Yeah.
yes, thank you to my co-hosts for chilling with us. By the way, I found out last tangent, I swear. I found out that there's actually a talk show and podcast category. for
I noticed that actually. I was like, I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know either. I was like, you know what? I want to see, and I typed in podcast, and there it was. Because I was like, I'm tired of using
There
just
it
chatting.
was.
But yeah, okay. But
No,
yes, yes,
that's
yes.
cool. Yeah. Thank you
Thank
for
you
having. I'm gonna have
guys.
to go. I'm gonna have to go pee now. Actually, I think I need to.
I need to pee. I finished drinking more water, and now I need to pee.
All right.
Wake up,
Okay.
man.
Thank you.
Wake up. No,
Thank
it's
you
doing cool
guys.
down. Thank you for
Thank you
No, back
guys for
prolonging
up.
it.
having
Back
me.
up. Thank you
Thank you
guys.
for
You guys
prolonging
are
our 10
awesome.
minutes.
No, I'm not
Bye,
Thank
waiting.
you for
guys.
prolonging
Bye,
our 10
guys.
minutes and
Thank
making
you
me do
Bye.
madness.
guys.
Bye.
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 Left, the dust is settling like snow falling. So quietly, I watch the ashes fall. I see the world through the window of my grief. I never dreamed my heart would ever freeze and burn like fire. All of my hopes are lost in endless desolation, flying toward the sun, but my wings burn up. How did things get this way? This world's no longer one I recognize, but I stand my ground and fight for what I love in life. Even if I break down,
Stay up. Yeah, it might be.
I find my heart is led to darkness so seductive and sin all talented.
Hey, man.